laser focused for the Florida Panthers. Numbered to $5.99, and it is first on print. They don't call me the bookend king for nothing, my dear friends. Holy crapola. I think that is our biggest bookend that we have ever had. Hell yeah. Shout out to Bobby Viles and the UVWYNZ spot, Zoe Stark. Numbered to 175. Congratulations, Bobby Viles. Beautiful. Oh, my Lanta. Big Ben Hess, Durangelo Seath J, and Trey Savage on the triple auto. Folks, my PC's autograph twice in one show. I know, brother. I know it. And that is 7 out of 8 on that Baseball Nation. Goodness gracious. Holy guacamole. I know, Daddy. I know it. For myself, though. Thank you so much, Thomas. I appreciate the positivity, my friends. How about Bobby Witt Jr.?
Oh, my God.
Wow. How about a Bobby Witt Jr. autograph in that pack number 4? Gotta love those pack number 4s. Am I right? Or am I right? Congratulations, Mr. Behrman. You win this morning, my good man. Damn! Bobby Witt Jr. on a 1990 throwback autograph. Oh my gosh, that's sick. Thank you so much, Freebird. You're absolutely right, my friend. Woo! Top loading that one up for you, Mr. Behrman, Senior. Goodness gracious, my brother. Juan Soto. Wow. Chris Krawiec, numbered to 5. Damn.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
Bro, you win this morning, good sir. Holy crapola. 3rd on print to 5. Magnificent. I told you that was a good omen, my dear friends. First card on the stand. Congratulations, Mr. Chris Krawiec. That is correct. 3rd on print to 5, my brother. Wow. Pros. Oh! Wow. Joey Krug.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
Bro. Jackson Merrill rookie autograph. Damn! Mr. Malinowski hit the fireworks, my dude. Perfect timing on those. Cannot thank you enough, you legend. Thank you, Tavian. I am not kidding you, my man. That is amazing. And it's numbered 42 out of 75 there for you, Joey. And Miss Melody, I think you spoke that into existence. Thank you, Jared from the island of Flores. Thank you, Val. Thank you, Ruthie. Thank you, Dutchy. Thank you, James Reinhart. Thank you, Mr. Peterili. Thank you, Mikey One. Thank you, Corey Bader. Thank you, Jonesy. And thank you, Chef James Reinhart. Trey Johnson. And wow. I am astonished that is a 1 of 1, folks. Holy crapola.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
There you go, you absolute legends. We start off the evening with a super fractor 1 of 1. Trey Johnson, rookie for the Washington Wizards? I believe so. And if that is the Wizards, my dear friends, that goes to Uncle Smitty. Yay, yay. Beautiful. Would you just look at it? My dear friends, our very first basketball 1 of 1. My dear friends, look at what's coming next. Oh, I'm going to freak out. Kalen Culpepper to 15. And ladies and gentlemen,
oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
My PC, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my Lanta. Folks, you just witnessed the very first Gerangelo St. J autograph that I have pulled for myself. Hell yeah. Oh, I am so stoked. That's right, Mikey 1. Would you just look at it, my friends? And folks, it is the 1991 Pinnacle design as well. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. Sorry, folks, I freaked out. And it's first on print to 49. Oh, I'm so excited. Sorry, folks, but I'm so glad that you're here to witness this. I know, Onward, I know. Oh my Lanta.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
Mr. Alan White with a nuke. Bro. This kid's base cards are selling for $50. This is an on-card first Bowman autograph to $150. Huge. Goodness gracious. I am honored to even hold it in my hot little mitts, Alan White. Brother, this needs to go right into the pre-grade pile and possibly right into the grading pile. That is magnificent. Congratulations, Alan White. You win, brother. Wow. Damn. See? All right, let's see what we have here, folks. It is indeed a color blast. And it is all rise, Mr. Aaron Judge for the New York Yankees. Holy crapola. Wow. Mr. Kobaugh, you win today, my brother.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
Wow.
It's FriYAY Night Lights and we're ready to roll. Dalen's got the packs and we're chasing that gold. Mrs. Junkwax is gearing up to sort and pack tight while the legends pile in for a hobby-filled night. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang, bang. So head on over to junkwaxvintage.com. Snag retailer break spots before they're gone. From Bible battles to football and more, we're about to pull fire like never before. We've got Sawyer bringing laughs, Owen and Wyatt too, and the JWV crew waiting here for you. Spicy waters flowing, the chat's feeling right. Get ready for the magic under the FriYAY Night Lights. Oh, it's FriYAY, FriYAY Night Lights. We're pulling heat, legends all night. The packs are stacked, the hits inside. Join us now for FriYAY Night Lights. For FriYAY Night Lights.
Well, top of the evening to you, my dear friends. Happy FriYAY Night Lights. How are you? I missed you all so much today. Hope we're all having a fantastic Friday. You know I am. Damn good to see you as always. What's up there, my TikTokers? There's my favorite lazy gamer. What's up there, Mr. Davis? Hope you're having a wonderful Friday, my man. Mr. Jay in Gloucester. Long time no see. Mr. Masshole. What's up there, J. Mark Harper Foge? What's up, buddy? Hope you're having a fantastic Friday as well, my man. How's all the Twitchers doing over here tonight? Mr. Kyle Dana, my favorite crudster. Mrs. Junkwax gracing us with her presence. Good to see you, babe. Mr. J-Rod, my second favorite J-Rod. First favorite Jared. What's up, pal? The best kid. What's up, buddy? Mr. Bobby Ballgame. Good morning, my man. Thank you, or good evening, I should say. Thank you for being the first one here this evening. Mr. McGarrigle. What's up, brother? Excellent to see you, Sean. How is our Canadian cousin doing tonight? Mr. Tuna says, how you doing? I am always well, my brother. I appreciate you asking. You know we're going to have a fantastic Friday night here with the rest of the family, and I could not be more excited to be here with each and every one of you. So, we have an action-packed Fantastic FriYAY Night Lights ahead of us. Let me tell you, we got all kinds of stuff to get into tonight, my dear friends. There is several breaks up there at junkwaxvintage.com. Several of them are real close to being full. So if we fill any of those breaks tonight, my friends, I would love to bust into those. We have new hit boxes tonight, and I even got some new stuff in that we are going to auction off tomorrow night on eBay at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I hope to see you all tomorrow night on eBay as well. Good evening there, Mr. Peaks. How's my brother from down under? Hope you had a wonderful day playing some Black Ops Zombies. Mr. Mark Harper, I am very well, brother. How are you doing today, buddy? Happy FriYAY. Mr. Ken Snyder, happy FriYAY to you as well, my brother. Cheers. The Best Kid says, I found a Roki Sasaki rookie at Cumberland Farms. That's awesome, buddy. Congratulations there, The Best Kid. Mr. Drew Jones. Mr. Jones and me. Top of the evening to you, my brother. Man, I love that spicy Walter. Mr. Sean McGarrigle says, I am good. I got my JWV package today. Very impressed with the packaging. Thanks again. Mrs. Junkwax. That's all Mrs. Junkwax's department there, folks. Packing those beautiful packages. Nicely done, my love. Mr. Keith Roskadal, top of the evening to you, my brother from another mother. Hope you have had a fantastic Friday as well, my good man. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my brother. Always good to see you, Keithy. All right, legends. I took the honor of busting into our very first spicy Walter of the evening, but we have plenty more where that came from. Oh, speaking of, by the way, my love, I just remembered that I have 2 spicy waters down there in the freezer. Is there any way you could run down there and grab those real quick? I appreciate it, honey. I feel like a heel. Thank you, Mrs. Junkwax. Ooh, we have an anonymous gifter in the house that just gifted Sean McGarrigle a free 1-month subscription. You anonymous gifter legend. I cannot thank you enough, whoever you are. And the fact that you did that anonymously tells me everything about you that I need to know. You rock my face off. Thank you so damn much, whoever you are. You know who you are. Thank you. All right, legends. Let's bust into that very first pack of Juicy Junkwax. And then, of course, we're going to head right back on over to junkwaxvintage.com and refresh that shop. Mr. Travis Howard, good evening, my brother. Mr. Peaks, thank you very much for the very first TikTok gift of this happy, fantastic FriYAY Night Lights. Mr. Harper, Tack, Greg is in the house. Good to see you tonight, my man. Beecher Goer, Mr. Freebird, and Dirtbag, good evening. All right, folks. Let's go back to 1990 Pro Set, see if we can't find some Emmitt Smith, and then we will move on. Mr. Bobby Viles has a question. He says, did you do the 7-box football this afternoon? We did not. Or we did it this morning. Almost first thing this morning, I should say. All right, starting out with Mark Bavaro for the Giants. Hello, Freebird. How you doing, my man? Happy FriYAY. Little promo. Shane Conlon for Melody's Bills. Eric McMillan, my cousin for the Jets. Outstanding. Dermonte Dawson, little double D. Roland James for the Patriots and those old school unis. Yes, please. Mikey Johnson for the Browns. Rashid, good evening, my man. How is our wonderful ward this evening? Old super duper. Shout out to the Dolphins. Scotty Too Hottie Davis showing some midriff. And look back there, folks. That is Jim Lachey. That is Nick Lachey's daddy from 98 Degrees. Awesome. Or some of you might know him from, what's that show on Netflix where they don't see each other? Blind Date? Oh, Love is Blind. There you go. Jim Lachey or Nick Lachey is the host of that, I think. Mr. Rodney P. for the Lions. David Treadwell for the Horsies. Shout out to Scotty Too Hottie Kuniko. Thank you, my love. Ken Davidson, 2nd rounder for the Steelers. Terry Wooden with old Jim Harbaugh co-starring for my Seattle Seahawks. Amazing. Mr. Brandon Creasy, good evening, my man. Tony Thompson for the Cardinals. Eric Green for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And last but not least, Franco Harris, who we just lost not too long ago for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Excellent. Bobby Ballgame, was he the one that married Jessica Simpson? I think so, at one time. And then divorced Jessica Simpson, and now he's been with the same gal for quite a while, I think. If my memory serves me correctly, that is. All right, legends, let's get some music happening here real quick, like. Oh, and actually, you know what? I wanted to try something tonight. Give me just a moment.
I used to be
There it is. We're going to try something a little bit different. Oh, no. Never mind. I stand corrected. That's a bummer. Give me just a moment here, folks. I am so sorry. Let's try this one more time here. There we go. Let's try that. See how that goes tonight. We're going to try a little bit different music tonight. Mr. Aaron, welcome back, my man. Excellent to see you as always. Rashid says, who's in the UFC punching bag? That is a great question, my brother. We are down to 6 spots left in that UFC break. The moment that we fill that break, I am chomping at the bit to bust into that one, my man. 4 hobby boxes, up to 11 autographs. One of the biggest UFC breaks that we have ever done in the history of this channel. And I spiced it up just a little bit with that little punching bag right there, because we're going to do a moose race amongst everybody that's in that break and find out who gets that little bad boy. But isn't that cute? I think that's pretty damn neat. I saw those and I was like, oh yeah, that's got to happen. Bobby Ballgame, that is correct, my man. Shout out to old MTV. We've talked about MTV a lot lately, haven't we? Just in the last couple of days. Mr. Keithy says, did you see Topps is sending out a 1-of-1 1770 penny card? I did see that, my man. Pretty cool, right? To commemorate the last penny being minted. Mr. JDA, Mr. Athan, top of the evening to you, my brother. Teddy, top of the evening to you, my man. Good to see you as always. Happy Friday. Okie dokie. Let me refresh that shop for the very first time on this fantastic Friday evening. And I know we do have one rip for Onward this evening, some WNBA. But other than that, folks, the shop is open. Thank you so much, Jason Saltzgiver, for snagging down some 1991 Stadium Club football. Beautiful. Mr. Sean McGarrigle says, JWV will pull the penny card. Oh, my man, that would be magnificent. Threaten me with a good time. That's right, Mr. McGarrigle. So I'm going to put you on blast here, pal. He says, this is the best streak I've stuck to for 30 streams now. I appreciate that, my man. That does not go unnoticed. Thank you, Sean. Would not be able to do it without people just like you, my brother. Okie dokie. So we're going to start the evening with Onward with some WNBA, and then we're going to bust into some 1991 Stadium Club for Mr. Saltzgiver. And Jason, thank you for taking down the Royals in that big old baseball break. I appreciate that, my brother. A 36 show streak for Mr. Saltzgiver. That is absolutely amazing, my man, and I cannot thank you enough. Hit me in the feels over here with that one, sir. Oh my gosh, excuse me. What was that, sweetheart? 1,036? Oh, for you. Roger that, babe. I think we're actually over that, sweetheart. Yeah, we are well over that. So if you do the math, we do 10 shows a week, right? There's 52 weeks a year. So that's 520 shows a year. And we also do more, right? And we've done this for almost 5 years. So it's true, babe. It's true. So yeah, we have done a lot of shows. That is a fact. All right, legends, if you would allow me just a moment to jump up and grab some 1991 football for Mr. Saltzgiver. And then do we have Onward with us tonight? Mr. Onward to the Edge might be our first family rip of the evening. Mr. Saltzgiver says closer to 3,000 or 3,500. Yes, spot on, my man. And there might even be some extra ones in there too, because there was about 6 months where I was doing 3 a days. But then I got to be honest, it got a little crazy. Going live 3 times a day. I did not have any time to breathe. It was a little wild, but it was a lot of fun too. Definitely no complaints. Well, gosh dang it, it doesn't look like we have an Onward in here with us tonight, but that's okay. We'll just hang on to that one for a few. I know Mr. Saltzgiver is here, so let me grab those packs real quick, folks, and I will be right back. Thank you, my love.
One down. Oh, yeah.
Wrong button. Sorry about that, pals. All right, Mr. Saltzgiver. All salty. The giver of the salts. 1991 football, my brother. Let's do it. I love it so much, Bobby. It's possible. Maybe. Mr. Keith Roskadal says, and you guys are always positive and supportive in every way. It's in our nature, my brother. Thank you for recognizing that, though. I appreciate that, you big sweetie. As always, folks, thank you so much for being here with us tonight over here on TikTok. We have been having some significant issues with TikTok lately, unfortunately. So especially you OGs, you know that usually we have a lot more people in here than we do right now, right? And with that being said, of course, I do not do this for viewer count, right? We've talked about that many, many times. But when I see us up to like over 100 people on TikTok, and then all of a sudden we're down to 13, it's like, okay, something's going on. But we'll figure it out. So what I meant to say with all of that, folks, is I'm extremely grateful that you're here, because if you are here tonight, that means you intentionally tried to be here, because they're not pushing my content out to people's FYP pages. That's kind of what's going on. So you all rock my face off. I love you all so damn much, and I would not be able to do this without you. Thank you. Hey, what's up there, Uzi? Thank you for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. Always a pleasure, my friend. All right, we start out with Eric Moten, Michigan State Spartan. Fun. Old Joe Nash from my Seattle Sea Chickens. Beautiful. A little promo. Haywood Jeffries, legend for the Houston Oilers. Shout out to Uncle Smitty. Oh, how about a tower of power, 6'8", Dan McGuire, who ended up being a quarterback on my Seattle Seahawks. Why, thank you, Jason. I appreciate that so much, Mr. McGarrigle. Thank you. Now, I do keep in mind that we have a lot of you OGs that have come over here from Twitch and switched to, or from TikTok and switched to Twitch. And I am very, very grateful that you did that. That is not a problem. Not at all. Old Kevin Glover with the Bears co-starring. Leroy Jenkins' cousin, Leroy Butler, for the Packers. Shout out to Jeffro. What's up there, Marky Mark and the Wheels bunch? I hope you're having a good evening, my man. Good to see you as always, you handsome son of a gun. Mr. Tommy Kane for my Seattle Seahawks. Ron Hall for the Bucks. Rod Woodson, Rob and a Rod. Daryl Talley, more curls than Jerry's got girls. Merrill Hoge for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Back-to-back Steelers with Carnell Lake. He looks very focused. Ben Smith for Uncle Smitty's Eagles. Yay, yay. Roger Craig for the Raiders. Another promo. Steve Christie for the Bucks. There's just something about those old school Bucks unis. Something about that old school Buccaneer I thought was so damn cool. Dean Biasucci for the Colts. Oh, hell yeah. Shout out to our buddy Mr. Mikey One, his PC, Mr. Troy Aikman. Bubba, what's up, brother? So damn good to see you, Trevor Taylor. I've had a card that I've showed the last 3 shows, and I don't think I've been able to show it to you yet, buddy. And you were the one that I was most excited to show it to. I will show you here in just a moment there, Bubba. Good to see you tonight, my brother. Little Troy Aikman, shout out to Mikey One, his PC. Miami Rice, awesome. Brendan's daddy. Dexter Carter, back-to-back 40 whiners. Eric McMillan, so nice. We have seen him twice. Fun. Fred Barnett, back-to-back Eagles. Reggie on the Cobb. We have a horsey, Mr. Ron Holmes. Shout out to the Cunico clan. And last but not least, Ruben Mays for Jimmy Nuge's New Orleans Saints. Beautiful. I can see why it would remind you of that, Keithy. Good evening to the American Dream, Mr. Dusty Rupp. Speaking of OGs of the family, what's up, brother? Big hugs and firm handshakes all around, my dear friends. Cheers. Baroast. Pinkies up because we're fancy. All right, Mr. Saltzgiver. Thank you, my brother, for being our very first family rip of the evening. I sincerely appreciate you, pal. Those will be in your next juicy JWV package there, buddy. So, my dear friends, my family, the queue is wide open. If you would like to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com, there is a brand new load of stuff up there that Mrs. Junkwax put up there today. Feel free to take a gander. There's the American Dream, making the switch to Twitch. Thank you, my brother. Good evening. How are you today there, Dusty? And Bubba, Mr. Trevor Taylor. My fellow Austinite, you are still here. Outstanding. That's right. Thank you, sweetheart. If you all would allow me just a shake of a lamb's tail, I'll be right back. I want to show something to Bubba.
Yeah.
All right. So, I know some of you might have not seen all of this also. So I'll give you the whole little rundown. So we were able to go out and buy a couple of collections yesterday, and they are absolutely incredible. I cannot hardly wait for tomorrow night at 7 p.m., my dear friends. It is going to be an absolutely epic evening over there on eBay Live. Needs no introduction. How about Patty Mahomes, RPA, 2017 Leaf, Trinity, numbered to 25, on-card autograph too. Goodness gracious. Good evening there, Jeff. Always good to see you, my brother. Mr. Benjamin Hatfield, welcome back, my good man. Mr. Keith Roskadal says, only one complaint in my JWV package, no stickers. I'm so sorry, pal. We do our damnedest to put stickers in every single package. Keith Roskadal, we'll get you next time there, Keith Roskadal. You have my word there, my brother. That's right. That is a good call, Mrs. Junkwax. So, Keithy, Mrs. Junkwax just brought to my attention that sometimes the sticker can get caught underneath the flap of the box on the inside. So maybe check the box too, just in case. But we're going to make a note right now. We'll make sure we get you covered on the next one there, pal. So, Patty Mahomes RPA. So that comps somewhere between $3,500 and $4,000. That's a doozy, right? This one is especially for Mr. Trevor Taylor. I love you, Mrs. Jokewax. She says she's going to keep the Patty Mahomes. I know, brother. I know it. I got to admit, Bubba, the first time I saw this card, you're the first person I thought about. This is a Sidney Crosby RPA, numbered to 87. Number match, brother. Is that or is that not just absolutely epic? So that comps somewhere between $3,500 and $4,000 also. That's a huge card there, pal. I know it. I know it. Also, in the collection, just some cool stuff like that. 2023 Allen & Ginter stained glass, Adley Rushman, super short print. No big deal. My mom loves that card. Little freshman fabric on the CGC Gem Mint 10. Strapping young lad, McConkey. How about your MVP? All Rise. Aaron Judge. Auto. PSA 10. Not too shabby. You know I don't use that word often either, Keithy. And then we even have some Pokemon in there. Zekrom on a PSA 9 full art. Schmeckle. Kind of pretty, right? Well, good evening there, Drewzer. Bubba said you take payment plans? Right. Oh, my man. Yeah, we might be able to on the website. We can talk about that there, Bubba, if you're interested. But, my dear friends, just those few slabs, it's not even the tip of the iceberg. We have thousands and thousands more cards. We have hundreds of slabs, autographs, numbered cards, and they're all good too. I am so friggin' stoked for tomorrow night, my friends. I cannot even tell you enough. It's going to be a good one. Mr. Debu, welcome back, my brother. Why, thank you again there, Keithy. Okie dokie. Let me refresh that shop real quick, folks. We also have a mail date to get into tonight. Shout out to our buddy Jeffro. All right, folks, we are still current up there at junkwaxvintage.com. By the way, legends, good evening, Dustin Moore, my Portland pal. Always good to see you, my laid-back squirrels. I was going to say, we have 6 spots left in the UFC break up there. Getting close. The moment we fill that bad boy, we will rip that bad boy. So this comes from our buddy, Mr. Jeff Rotel. He told me that this did not need to get opened on air, but you know me. Oh, why, thank you, Ben. I appreciate you making the switch to Twitch, my brother. Shout out to Mr. Ben Hatfield. Awesome to have you over here, pal. And I want to give another shout out to Mr. Deeboo, Freebird, Foge, Mr. Peaks, Tack, Beecher Goer, Josh, Alex Wayne, and Pop Pop Top. Good to see you tonight, my man. Well, Pop Pop T. Are you the same Pop Pop T that was over there on eBay? Did you find us here? If you did, my man, that is incredible. Thank you so damn much. Sincerely appreciate that, buddy. Anyway, back to Jeffro. He sent us these cards. And he also sent some for our buddy Dutchy. Also sent some for Mr. Peacharelli. And also sent some for Melody and Lydia. Oh, no worries there, Pop Pop. So coincidentally, we had another Pop Pop T over there on eBay Live. Crazy, right? Small world there, buddy. Very coincidental. Oh, by the way, folks, before we get into the mail day, just some other things that you might see auctioned off tomorrow night. How about a Haley Deegan rookie autograph? It's a lady. Pretty cool, right? And that is certified, by the way, by Pristine Auctions. Nice one. They actually had a Haley Deegan sit-in signing at Pristine Auction. So that's how I got that. Yeah, I think Melody would like that one too, my love. I totally agree. How about a little Ken Griffey Jr.? Mm-hmm. Shout out to 1991 Foot Locker. Twice. Might need to keep one of those for myself. How about a PSA 10 Red Eye Steph Curry from 2018 Prism? Beautiful. I actually like how that looks in that PSA slab. And then last but definitely not least, Max Impact Coach Prime Deion Sanders on the Spectra. That is a PSA 8. We all know Relic cards are pretty tough. And we did actually sell a couple of these last Saturday. We sold the 15 and the 50. This one is numbered to 75. So that one will be up tomorrow night as well. I know we have a lot of Coach Prime fans in the family. Just a little eye candy for you. You will see that again tomorrow night. All right, let's see here what old Jeffro sent. As always, my dear friends, anytime anybody sends us anything, there is never any pressure to send us anything, but I'm always immensely grateful when you do. So huge shout out to our buddy Jeffro. For those of you that don't know, Jeffro has been a part of this family for years. I love that fella. Almost back since we were ripping packs in the closet. Old Jeffro Tull. One of the oldest of OGs of the family. Say what? And I open it up and Gerangelo Cj's in there. First card. Are you kidding me? All right, he knows me. My PC, Mr. Gerangelo J. I definitely do not have that one. Yes, please. Little Todd Van Poppel star rookie. Oh, I love it so much. Twins, Daddy, twins. Good evening. Welcome back there, Daddy Twins. Twins, Basil, twins. The Best Kid says, I'm stacking your Seattle teams. That's awesome, buddy. Looks like somebody just snagged a single pack of Topps Chrome basketball. Outstanding. Thank you. We will get into that in just a moment, my friends, after we get through this mail day. So we have Gerangelo in the red and blue, 2025 Donruss. Mr. Harry Ford on the orange shock. Oh, that's sick. And that's a diamond level too. Oh, that is amazing. I definitely don't have that one. I love you so much. Jeffro! What? Oh! Authentic game used certified relic numbered to 150 from Topps Tribute. Oh my Lanta. That is beautiful. And that's going to be in my PC till they have to pry it out of my cold dead fingers. Jeffro hit me in the feels over here, pal. Yikes. Hey, what's up there, Daddy Twins? I have been very well today, my brother. Thank you for asking. How about yourself? All right, little Todd Van Poppel. You all know I love me some Todd Van Poppel. Jake from State Farm. Good to see you tonight, brother. My other PC, Mr. Jose Canseco. Oh, Boys of Summer, Jose Canseco. Number to 149. And that is thick with 2 C's. That's a nice one. I did not get any Boys of Summer. That is sick. One more shout out to Jeffro. Goodness gracious. The man knows me. That's right, Mr. Saltzgiver.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Absolutely. All right, this is our last little package here. If I can get the dang thing open. Nice pack job, Jeff Rotel. Wow. Immaculate Prospect Patch Auto to 25. And it's got the Jesus Loves You inscription. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Jeffro, if you go back and you watch this replay, my brother, obviously I'm going to reach out to him via phone also. But this is incredible, buddy. I am indescribably grateful. Thank you so much, Jeff Rotel. Brother, all of these cards will be in my PC until they have to pry them out of my cold, dead fingers. Wow. And he even sent some cool ornaments, too. I'm going to add those to the giveaways. Humongous thank you to our buddy Jeffro. Whew. That one kind of got me a little bit. Sheesh. You know, like I said, my friends, I think the coolest thing about this community is the camaraderie, right? And how long some of the people have been here in this family, and the friends that we have made, and the relationships that we built, and how some of you have met outside of this show in real life. And I see those pictures, and it is absolutely amazing. As I always say, folks, I truly believe that we have the best group of Gem Mint 10 human beings in the entire card hobby, right here in the JWVCC. And that is because of each and every one of you. Has nothing to do with this fella. So thank you as always for being amazing, you legends. All right, let me snag myself a little sippy here. Where are you at for work there, Daddy Twins, if I may ask, pal? And if I also may ask, what do you do for work? And folks, we got to kill our first spicy Walter of the evening. Mr. Bubba says I had to take a hockey blaster to see if I could get a Crosby. I appreciate you doing so, my man. Thank you as always, Bubba. And I could not agree more, Jake from State Farm. Thank you, buddy. Oh, in and out. In and out. All right, all right. Beautiful. Oh, hell yeah. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. So it looks like Mr. Trevor Taylor snagged down some Upper Deck Artifacts hockey. We also are selling some Resurgence football, and that will go to Mr. Todd Freer. Outstanding. Good to see you tonight, Todd. Mr. Saltzgiver, it was not quite an air ball. Come on now. I'm just kidding, pal. Mr. Daddy Twins, Palm Bay, Florida. Nice. You have your own flooring company and you install all over the country. That's awesome, bud. So like Pergo, stuff like that, I imagine? Or do you do carpet also? Okie dokie. I need to jump up there and grab nothing because Mrs. Junkwax is on the ball.
Ooh, yeah.
Thank you, my love. You rock my face off twice. And then once again in the morning. Man, I love that spicy Walter. Once it hits your lips, it's just so good. I think I have an unhealthy like for spicy Walter. All right, so we're going to start with Mr. Tid. Thank you, Jake from State Farm. Ooh, taking down my Seattle Mariners. You lucky ducky in that PYT3 hobby boxer. I can't hardly wait to bust into that one as well, folks. That one's going to have a ton of autographs. Sounds good, sweetie. Sounds good. Oh, I'm a dirty birdie. Mr. Meanie Brad Greeny, good evening, my brother. How are you tonight, buddy? Shout out to Greeny Energy. Daddy Twins, carpet, ceramic, hardwood, pretty much anything that goes on the floor. Nice, buddy. Well, that's awesome. I have a couple of buddies in flooring up there in Spokane, Washington, my old home city. That can be a very lucrative business. So good for you there, pal. I like it. All right, Mr. Tid. Jake from State Farm. We have one last hobby pack out of that hobby box. Good luck, my brother. Let's do it. So just to let you know here, the queue, my dear friends, we have Trevor Taylor coming up next with some Artifacts hockey, and then Mr. Todd Freer with some Resurgence football. And we are getting closer and closer on those breaks. So if you would like to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com, check out what we have up there. You are more than welcome to do so. And any break that we fill tonight, we will bust tonight, because I'm ready to be here all all night long. Shout out to Lionel Richie. All right. Ooh, clapping them Maurice cheeks. It is hashtag JWAD, my dear friends. Ooh, and I think we might have something juicy back here, Jake from State Farm. Julian Strother. Alex English. Little Maxwell Lewis. David Thompson. Kevin Garnett on the refractor. Alperin Sengen. Nice. Numbered to 199 for our Houston Rockets. Not too shabby there, Jake from State Farm. That is 22nd on print to 199. And last but not least, on the coast to coast, little Michael Bridges for the Nets. I am going to sleeve that one up for you, my man. Mr. Esposito. Good evening. Mr. Greg, how are you doing tonight, my brother? Mr. Saltzgiver. Just got home from work and you have the next 2 days off? Well, congratulations, my man. Enjoy your weekend. Beautiful. Oh, Daddy Twins, you were up in Seattle 2 months ago. Peanut butter and jealous, my friend. That is my home state. I miss it very much. We're actually heading up there this summer to visit for the first time in many, many years. Last time I was in Spokane was like 2013, something like that. It's been quite a while. So very, very excited to get back up there and see my friends. Mr. Jake says, Dalen, did you take a good nap today? You seem like you got the juice tonight, my man. I'm just very, very excited to be here with you on a Fantastic FriYAY. If I'm being really transparent with you, pal, truly transparent, as I try to be. Sometimes I'm even too honest for my own good. But during the week, I have to be kind of cognizant and thoughtful about when I end the show, right? Because I need to be back up the next morning and I want to make sure I'm on my A game. So I don't want to go too late. Well, the only night that I don't have to worry about that is FriYAY night, because I don't have to wake up and do a show tomorrow, right? So I'm always, always, always happy when that's like one less thing that I have to think about. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care how long we're here tonight, my dear friends. We're going to have a fantastic FriYAY Night Lights. Mr. Laid Back Squirrel, but I appreciate you saying that, Jake. Thank you, my good man. And I appreciate the positivity. Thank you, Mr. Esposito. We had a absolutely fantastic Friday today, pal. I went through a lot of that collection. I should say the collections, plural, that we have purchased. And I found some absolutely jaw-dropping stuff in there, folks. And you know I don't blow smoke at you. I cannot hardly wait to show you everything that's in these collections, my friends. They are truly epic. Mr. Laid Back Squirrel Dustin says, when do you take a break, Dalen, between breaking cards and your modeling gig? You silly goose. And model, maybe. I love you so much, Dustin. Thank you, pal. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate that, buddy. So, yeah. You know, and that's not to say that, like, I'm stressed out or anything during the week, but it just gives me something to think about, right? There has definitely been a lot of nights that I find myself here at, like, 1 a.m. on a Wednesday night, and I know I got to be up in, like, 4 hours doing the morning show. Ooh. Even though I love what I do, doing this on no sleep sometimes can be not a whole lot of fun. You know what I mean? So I've learned to take care of myself that way anyway. Took me a while, though. Mr. Esposito says, any juicy Arizona stuff in the collections? That is a great question, my man. I'd have to go back and look. I don't know right off the top of my head. There definitely is some Phoenix Sun stuff in there. Indeedy. I actually feel really bad, Greg, because I thought you were in the room the other night on eBay, and we had a Kevin Garnett for the Phoenix Suns. It was in an SGC slab. It was absolutely beautiful. It was some kind of an insert. It had like lightning on it and stuff. And I ran it because I thought you were in there, and it turns out you weren't there. I felt terrible. Somebody ended up getting it for like $30 or something. It was pretty good, but somebody got a heck of a deal. Jake, you know, my man, I am learning that slowly but surely. I've got some leftover Army stuff in here in my brain that just tells me to drive on sometimes. And I do need to learn how to take a little better care of myself. And I'm getting there, slowly but surely. That's right, Mr. Esposito. Thank you, brother. All right. We are moving on, legends. Shout out to Bubba, my fellow Austinite. Let's get into some hockey. See if we can't find you some Sidney Crosby there, my good man. Thank you, as always, Jake from State Farm. I love ripping together, my brother. Very grateful that you're in this family, my man. And Trevor Taylor, my fellow Austinite, for the very first time on this absolutely fantastic FriYAY Night Lights from right here in Austin, Texas. you know what we must do. We shalt grippeth. And we shalt rippeth. Good luck. I love you, Mrs. Junkwax. Mrs. Junkwax is eating a bomb pop. Nice. Come here, you. Oh my gosh. She went downstairs and got herself a popsicle and forgot to get my waters. How dare you? I'm kidding, baby. All right. Good luck, Bubba. Mr. Dennis Legacy, good evening, my man. And Dennis, I apologize, my friend. I was actually in the middle of a response to you on Instagram and my phone died. And then I didn't come back to it because I have a heroic case of ADHD. So I will get back to you as soon as I can there, Mr. Dennis Legacy. Or I could just answer that question right now, pal, if you would like. You just let me know what you want there, buddy. If you want me to write that out and send it to you via Instagram so you can refer back to it, that is totally okay as well. Empty box there, Bubba. Mr. Groner, good evening. Josh, good to see you tonight, pal. Tack23, thank you for being here tonight, buddy. Mr. Freebird, Pop T, my brother from down under, Mr. Matty King, our beacher goer, Leon Young. Kells, great to see you again, my friend. Mr. Ryan Bartley, Big Snacks, 42,000 or 420,000. Mr. Groner, Big Worm. Thanks for being here tonight, legends. You're absolutely right, Dennis Legacy. So, and do we have Bubba in the house, Trevor Taylor? Pack number 4 to the side. So while I'm ripping through these packs, I will go through that. So our buddy, Mr. Dennis Legacy, saw the NFL break that we were doing this morning, and he hit a Star Command card, I believe, out of the Topps Chrome Cosmic. Technically, that is considered a base insert. So they do make numbered versions of that as well. And it looks really cool, right? Obviously, the design is amazing. We love Topps Chrome Cosmic. Thank you, Bubba. I appreciate that, pal. Just wanted to make sure. Shout out to Ms. Bubba, by the way. So yeah, that is technically a base insert, although it is a very, very cool base insert. Those Star Command cards. Does that answer your question there, Dennis? Happy to answer questions like that, my man. All right, Bubba. We are Sidney Crosby hunting, my friends. Let's go. Starting off the Detroit Red Wings, old Patrick Kane. Chandler Stevenson for those Las Vegas Golden Knights. It is my pleasure, Dennis Legacy. Thank you for asking, pal. Philip Forsberg for the Nashville Predators. Shout out to our buddy, Mr. Rob Richardson. Jacob Slavin. Is that a hurricane? It is. Josh Morrissey. And we're not talking about 1990s alternative. Josh and the Jets. Sean Couturier for the Philly Flyers. David Pasternak for Boston. Shout out to Timbo. Up there in the Chicago area, old Philip Kurashev. Matty Beniers for my Seattle Kraken. Nick Schmaltz. Joe Pavelski for right up the road in Dallas. Caden Gooley for the Canadiens. JT Miller for the Canucks. Anze Kopitar for Melody's Kings. Thank you so much for a 20-stream streak there, Dennis Legacy. You rock my face off, my brother. Nico Heischer for the Jersey Devils. Speaking of the Jersey Devils, folks, did you all hear that Melody's PC had a fluke injury? Mr. Jack Hughes, who plays for the Jersey Devils, allegedly he was hanging out with my buddy Frank the Tank from Barstool Sports and cut his hand somehow. Fell down and cut his hand. And I guess he's on the injured reserve list now. Thanks, Frank. I'm sure they're stoked about Barstool Sports. Old Jason Robertson for right up the road in Dallas. Devin Taves for our crazy Coloradans. Shout out to Johnny D. Josh Norris for the Ottawa Senators. Artemi Panarin. That is the bread man, as Miss Melody would say. Clayton Keller for the Arizona Coyotes, now the Utah Mammoth. Tuvo Teravainen. Some double T for double T. There you go, Trevor Taylor. You know that could be Bobby Viles. Good evening, Onward. You did not miss your WNBA box, my man. I held it for you, buddy. Alex Pietrangelo for the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Paul Coffey, another Hurricane on your green parallel. Pretty. Moritz Seider for the Detroit Red Wings. Brock Nelson for New York. Brent Burns with that dirty, dirty beard. Troy Terry, another double T for Trevor Taylor. 2 double T's for double T. I like it. Gabe Velarde for the Jets. Igor Sharangovich for the Calgary Flames. And Carter Verhaeghe for those fabulous Florida Panthers. And shout out to my buddy, I believe his name is Doug, who is now part of the Sports Cards Nonsense Network like myself, and he is the announcer for the Florida Panthers. Mr. Trevor Taylor.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic, my man. Good luck. I am so sorry we haven't seen any Sydney yet. Verhaeghe. Did I say that wrong? I thought I said Verhaeghe. But I appreciate you, Riley. Thank you as always. Queen Bobble, welcome, and thank you for smacking that follow button. Always nice to have another lady in the family. Shout out to Mrs. Junkwax and Melody. Oh, is it Verhaeghe? Oh, Verhaeghe. Oh, my pleasure. Well, thank you, my friend. I appreciate you correcting me on that one. I need all the help I can get in the hockey department. Thank you, SPR. I appreciate that, pal. I get it now, my Canadian cousin. Eh? Thank you, my friend. I see you. Thank you, Riley. Queen Bobble says, do I sell card? I do. Yeah, I sell quite a few cards. Absolutely. Good to see you tonight, Queen Bobble. All right, last pack magic for you, Bubba. We got a Balake Coleman for the Calgary Flames. Noah Dobson for New York. Ivan Barbashev for the Las Vegas Golden Knights on your green parallel. Connor Garland. And Patrick Laine, last but not least, for those Columbus Blue Jackets. Shout out to my buddy Chuck and the rest of the family over there at Midwest Cards. Love those fellas. Well, there you go, Trevor Taylor. You got yourself a sweet, sweet box of hockey cards there, pal. I am sorry we could not find you your PC, Mr. Sidney Crosby. But I do love me some artifacts, my man. They are some of the coolest hockey cards they make, in my humble opinion. Have you seen the 26 versions yet? They were absolutely beautiful. So cool. They kind of remind me of like old Viking artwork. It's pretty neat. As always, Bubba, my fellow Austinite, and I'm still chomping at the bit to meet you in person at some point. Thank you as always for utilizing that shop, my brother. Good evening, Master Wayne. I see you over there, pal. Good question. All right, my dear friends, my family. Let me refresh that shop real quick, and then we are moving on to Mr. Todd Freer. And then onward, if you're okay, my friend, I'm going to put you in right after Todd. Queen Bobble, am I selling now? Yes. You can feel free to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com, my friend. That is where we sell everything. So Queen Bobble, just a heads up on what you are watching. You have stumbled across a card club, my friend. So if you want to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com, we actually have break spots up there for sale. Multiple different breaks. Baseball, football, hockey, UFC. We have a WWE break coming next week, by the way. There's also a plethora, a cornucopia of sealed product up there. From every sport, every non-sport that you can pretty much imagine, it's up there at junkwaxvintage.com. So thank you so much, Queen Bobble. If you were talking about buying singles, we do that tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on eBay Live. And if you want to head on over to our TikTok or Twitch profile, let me show you something. Let me show you something. Give you a little tutorial here, folks. So if you open up the old TikTok, and this actually goes the same thing for my Twitch profile as well. So if you back out of Twitch, or back out of my show, go to my Twitch profile, you will find a link tree, just like that one right there. Okay? All you got to do is tap that little bad boy. It might bring you up a little thing like this. You want to follow the link tree. And on that link tree, that one right there, we need to change the date on that bad boy. But that is the button for our eBay shop. If you would like to smack that button, that would be amazing. I do not think that you will be sorry, because we have some absolutely epic stuff that we are auctioning off tomorrow night on eBay Live. I have a hunch tomorrow night on eBay Live might be the biggest show that we have had to date. At least I'm going to do my damnedest to make it that way. So while you're there, folks, All these white icons right here are all platforms that you can follow us on. So feel free to use those little bad boys while you're there. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge impact on our behalf. So I appreciate you in advance, my friends. Thank you so damn much. Mr. Ryan Fife, top of the evening to you, my good man. He says they're expensive, but you know what set is cool looking? Ultimate has a lot of sweet looking cards. For hockey, that is. I agree, my man. Okie dokie, legends. Mr. Todd Freer, about some Resurgence football. Are you here and are you ready, Todd? And then onward. Beautiful. You read my mind there, buddy. Keep that batter's box warm for us there, onward. Thank you, pal. Bubs, good evening. Mr. Ray, thank you for sharing out my live, you big sweetie. I appreciate you, pal. Do we have Mr. Todd Freer in the house? Just want to make sure before we bust into this one. There we go. Well, gosh dang it, I think we lost a Todd Freer. Bummer. He might have to go back and watch the replay, gosh dang it. Well, Todd Freer, if you go back and watch that replay, my brother, thank you for snagging this down from junkwaxvintage.com, giving the fam damly some eye candy. Good luck. Ooh, and somebody just snagged a 2023 Bowman Mega Box. Excellent, thank you. Always happy to rip into a little Bowman Mega Box action. That is a 2023 also. So we're going to look for some Corbin Carroll. Empty box there, Todd Freer. Ronnie Nicholas, long time no see you, legend. Always cool to see an OG of the family coming back around. What's up, brother? All right, good luck to Mr. Todd Freer. Excuse me. Anybody have any big plans for the weekend? Anything new or exciting? Any card shows this weekend? Mr. Riley says, have you seen the NFL Eminent Auto Pick mystery boxes? So cool. I have. Aren't those neat? Why, thank you, onward. I appreciate that, buddy. Blessing the Todd Freer with good luck. So, Riley, I was actually over on Whatnot probably 3 or 4 months ago, and there's a gentleman on Whatnot named Joe Hollywood, and I watched that dude sell through like 50 of those Eminents, the mystery boxes, and they were like $400 a piece, and he was selling them like he could not get any more of them. It was kind of crazy. I was like, damn, bro. And the price on them went through the roof. He started them at like $450, and some people ended up spending like $800 and $900 for one of those things. To me, that's a little crazy, but to each their own. I don't throw shade. All right, Mr. Todd Freer, good luck, brother. We start off with the Chargers, Mr. Dan Fouts, Eli Manning, Greasy with that CTE 1000 helmet, Mr. Smashburger, good evening, my brother, Xavier Lee Jett, Tim Brown, Terry Bradshaw, the legend, little LMC, Lukey McCaffrey, shout out to my buddy Drewzer. Riley says, would be hard to sell individual teams for that, would almost have to sell by division. You were right, my friend. Breaks are tough on those. Kind of similar to a memorabilia break, right? You know, we've had people reach out and request us to do those. I got to be honest, my friends, I just don't feel right doing it. You know, and to each their own. I'm definitely not telling anybody else that they shouldn't, but for us, if you think about it, you're auctioning, you're breaking one item, right? So that means you're going to have, even if you go by division, you're going to have at least 7 losers, right? Ouch. That sucks. And especially if you sell it by team, you're going to have 29 losers. Ouch. So if you haven't noticed here, my brother, we try to create as many winners as we can. You know what I mean? So doing memorabilia breaks where you're just doing one item, tough go, in my humble opinion. But There is people out there that do those, and they're very successful with it, so more power to them. Mr. James Harrison on the refractor. Oh, hell yeah. My PC since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. The legend, Mr. Steve Largent. Beautiful. You done messed up Aaron. Donald. Tyler Newman on the rookie refractor. Shout out to Miss Melody. Devontae Walker for the Ravens. Mr. Smashburger says, I am good. Easy evening at work finally. One more to go and then off for football. Absolutely right, my man.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, Mr. Anthony Munoz for WKRP in Cincinnati. Jim McMahon for Da Bears. Mr. Smashburger, I am awesome today, my man. It has been a fantastic Friday. I appreciate you asking, pal. Mr. Andre Reed for the Bills. Brendan Rice, that is Jerry Rice's son, who is no longer in the NFL. Ouch, kabibbles. CJ Stroud. We do have some CJ Stroud autograph action that we will be auctioning off tomorrow night as well. Torrey Holt. Little Steve Young for the 40 Whiners. Kamari Lassiter on your refractor for the Texans. Rookie. Gronkowski. Strahan. Jason Witten for Dem Boys. Shout out to Master Wayne. My Canadian cousin, Mr. XPR. I cannot thank you enough for sharing out my live there, buddy. Truly appreciate that. In my humble opinion, I think that is the best compliment that anybody can ever pay me, brother, over here on TikTok. Thank you very, very much. Jason Witten on the refractor. Spencer Rattler, rookie for the New Orleans Saints. ACI Hitty, welcome back there, good buddy. Another OG of the family. Donovan McNabb, shout out to Uncle Smitty. Mr. Head and Shoulders himself, Troy Polamalu. Marshall Falk, and Theo Johnson for Melodies Gigantes of football. Excellent. Miss Stella, good evening. I will definitely let Mrs. Junkwax know that you said hello. Good to see you there, Miss Stella. How are you? Happy Friday.
One down, one to go.
For Mr. Todd Freer, good luck. Mr. Smashburger says, Brendan Rice was also Caleb's wide receiver at USC. Nice. He's had a rough go in the NFL, unfortunately. All right, we have a Maurice Jones-Drew. TD for the Broncos. Shout out to my Colorado cousins. Jaden Daniels on the rookie conductors. Not too shabby. Got to love those pack number 4s. And Latu, last but not least for the Colts. There you go, Mr. Todd Freer. I hope he goes back and is able to watch that replay, gosh dang it. Sorry I missed that fella, but I am going to sleeve up that JD for you there, buddy. Thank you as always, Mr. Todd Freer. What's up there, Laconic? Excellent to see you as well, my brother. Happy FriYAY Night Lights. Oakley dokley. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you there, Mr. Laconic. Hope you had a fantastic Friday, pal. Onward to the edge. My man. You ready? It's a lady. We're going to get into some WNBA. Travie Patty, good evening, young man. Excellent to see you, too. Just let me know if you're ready there, Onward. Oh, hell yeah. Onward says ready, looking for some Sabrina Ionescu, Sabali, and Sabali. Nice. Let's go. I love it. Thank you, Mr. Laconic. Beautiful. That's right, ACI Hit. He's out, right? On the injured reserve list. Best of luck to you, Onward. Let's find some ladies. Together. Always happy to bust into some WNBA. Oh, wow. Mr. CJ Sherman, happy Friday evening. He says, I just hit a Travis Hunter stained glass in a break. That's $39 you've spent in a while. That's amazing, CJ. Congratulations there, pal. Empty box. By the way, legends, we do have a whole bunch of breaks up there at JokeWaxVintage.com. You are more than welcome to snag some spots if you would like. I would love to bust into those tonight. All right, good luck, Mr. Onward. And thank you, as always, for snagging these down from the shop, my friend. Hope you've had a fantastic Friday there, Mr. Pots and Pans. What's up there, Siege? That's right, Victor Lopez. Good evening, my brother. How you doing tonight, my fellow Washingtonian? Corey D, top of the evening to you, my man. Slowly but surely, my friends, we are getting the whole fam family in here. There's Mr. Mikey One. What's up, buddy? Always good to see you tonight. Big hugs and firm handshakes to my Mikey One. And we start off with a Kayla George for the Las Vegas Aces. Jocelyn Willoughby, shout out to the Wallabies, down under. Mr. Peaks, Cheryl Ford. Monique Billings for the Atlanta Dream. Betnijah Laney for the New York Liberty. Mr. Smashburger says, I'm in on a half case of Phoenix Hobby hoping to get a Loveland Color Blast. That's awesome, brother. I hope you do. Chiny Aguamike? That's a apellido. Mr. Todd Freer, what's up, dude? I am so glad you are here, my man. Thank you. Oh, so you did see the rip, my brother. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Todd. Welcome back, my man. And I appreciate you hanging out over here, brother. I sincerely appreciate you gifting me that Steve Largent, my man. You know I love me some Steve Largent. Thank you, you big sweetie. The Cheryl Ford, so nice. We got her twice on a cracked ice. Not numbered. Dulcie Fancom Mengiadu. Rookie for my Seattle Storm. Damn, that's a name there, folks. Goodness gracious. Fancom Mendigiadu. Have to figure out an abbreviation on those. Maya Caldwell. Tayasha Harris. Megan Gustafson for the Phoenix Mercury. Shout out to Mr. Esposito. I do see the messages over there on YouTube. I was looking. Oh, I see that now, Todd. I am so sorry, my man. So I do see that message now, Todd Freer. Thank you, my brother. You know I do pay attention to several different chats, so I appreciate you bearing with me on that one, my man. I truly apologize. Little Gustafson. Jonquel Jones on the widescreen. You're good, babe. Love you. Say goodnight to the CEO legends. Naya Coffee for the Atlanta Dream. Hate to see you go. Love to watch you leave.
Giggity, giggity.
Yeah, you take that pooch with you. I love you, babe. Sleep tight. All right, we have a Dochich for my Seattle Storm. Ivana. Kelsey Plum for the Las Vegas Aces on your cracked ice. Very nice. There's a little Kelsey Plum in the collections that we got as well. And then last but not least, a little Sue Bird and Legends. Love that we ended those base packs with the legend, Mrs. Sue Bird. Check this out, folks. This was in that collection that we just got as well. And I might be hanging on to that one because that is spectacular. And I do not have a Sue Bird autograph in my PC, and she is a Seattle legend. So might hang on to that one. We'll see. Everything's got a price, though, right? Oh, you got to meet Sue Bird. Peanut Butter and Jealous there onward. Very cool. Good evening, Stephen Grigsby. And good evening, Morgie. How you doing there, buddy? Top of the evening to one of the oest of OGs of the Familia, Mr. Daly. And onward, get out of my head. I was thinking about the Phantom tax. That's right, buddy. Oh, the old Phantom tax, as my kids would say. And Victor Lopez, I did get the message, my man, with your phone number. I am very, very sorry, Victor. I am extremely busy, my brother. And there's really no way for me to say that without sounding a little bit douchey. I am so sorry, but I am truly, really, really busy, my man. It's really, really difficult for me to just like make phone calls out to people. You know what I mean? When I'm running around getting collections and sorting and packing and doing all that crazy stuff. So the best way to communicate with me, my brother, would be by message. So if you want to just shoot me a message to Dalen@junkwaxvintage.com, or you can do it just the way you did today, my man, when you shot over your phone number. Just hit me there and I will get back to that as soon as I can, my good man. Victor Lopez says the room temperature just dropped to 65. It's true. I might want to put on a sweater now that Mrs. Junkwax is gone, right? All right, last pack magic for you here, buddy. Kalia Copper for the Chicago Sky. Alyssa Thomas for the Connecticut Sun. Leah Brown, back-to-back Suns, and we're not talking about Phonics. And Cheryl Ford, so nice you got her thrice. Beautiful. Good evening to our favorite Schmitz heads. We love you right back there, Keegs. Good evening, brother. Why, thank you, Jake. I need all the help I can get in the WNBA department. Oh, that's awesome, Onward. You also got to meet old Megan Rapinoe. Sweet. Very cool. Thank you for the warm outro there, Miss Stella. Good evening to Stephen Grigsby. I just want to sell you free cable. What's up, our favorite Redbeard? Hope you've had a fantastic Friday, my man. Onward to the edge. It is always my pleasure, you legend. Thank you, my man. And looking forward to the next one, pal. All right, folks. Let's refresh that shop real quick, shall we? See what I'm missing. Onward says, probably saving for that Topps Chrome Cosmic. I do not blame you one bit. At all. That has proven to be really hard to find, too. But we're going to find it. Don't you worry. All right. 2023 Bowman Baseball taken down by Jake from State Farm. I sincerely appreciate you utilizing that shop, my good man. If you all would allow me just a moment, folks. Victor Lopez, that means more to me than you will ever know, my man. Thank you for your understanding. I truly appreciate it, my man. Mr. Poker King Ken Colbeck, another OG of the family popping in here tonight. Good to see you there, Ken. Steven says, any breaks being ran tonight? If we fill any breaks tonight, I would love to break those tonight. You are absolutely right, Mr. Steven Grigsby. So, folks, just a heads up on where our breaks are at here. So we have 6 breaks up there right now at junkwaxvintage.com. We have 3 baseball, 1 football, 1 hockey, and 1 UFC. So the hockey break is approaching halfway. The football break is about halfway. The PYT 3 hobby box mixer with 8 autographs is almost halfway. The third round of 2025 Topps Update, that is just $12 a spot, has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 spots left. Then we have our 5 hobby box baseball mixer. We are down to 12 teams left. That is PYT. And then last but definitely not least is that UFC break, and we are down to just 6 letters remaining. I would love to bust into any of those breaks tonight, my dear friends, so threaten me with a good time. Jake from State Farm, I appreciate that, my brother. Thank you. You know, folks, I have said it before many, many times. There is never any pressure to fill those breaks. I truly believe I give all my faith to you and the universe. They will fill when they're supposed to. I have heard far too many breakers screaming at their audiences. Come on, chat. Come on. Let's fill this break, chat. I am so not that guy, for better or worse. So they will fill when they're supposed to, and I'm very happy to rip into them whenever we can. I appreciate that so much, Jake. I would have it no other way, my brother. All right, legends. If you would allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, I'm going to jump up there and grab that box for Mr. Jake from State Farm. I'll be right back.
Ooh, yeah.
There you go, my dude. 2023 Bowman Mega Box. Let's see if we can't find you a sweet auto in here, my man. That's right, Onward. There is quite a difference between the backyard and the front yard, right? Right there with you, buddy. So Onward, speaking of Mr. Trevor Lawrence, we actually have a 1-of-1 Trevor Lawrence that we got out of the collections that we bought yesterday. It is a 1-of-1 laundry tag, and it is him and another player. I can't remember who the player is right off the top of my head, but it is pretty damn cool. Excited to show you that one as well. Elijah, welcome back there, buddy. Oh, you were right on time, my man. Good to see you tonight, pal. How was your Friday there, buddy? Empty box there, Jake from State Farm. I see you, Mikey. Excuse me. Love you. All right, Mojo packs to the side with your pack number 4. Let's get into these base packs. Oh, sounds awesome, Elijah. Very cool, buddy. Well, it is great to see you again, my friend. Thanks for hanging. As always, folks, if it is your very first time tuning into these luscious locks, my name is Dalen, also known as Junk Wax Vintage, and you can find us here almost every single day, starting and ending your days the right way. with that daily dose of positivity, some sweet, sweet trading cards, a healthy dose of camaraderie, and always just a couple laughs. Typically at my expense. And that's exactly how we want it. That is by design. So if you would like to come over here and join the whole rest of the fam family on Twitch, you are absolutely welcome to do so. We are also live on YouTube, Facebook, and Kick this evening. So you have 4 different options if you want to switch. But yeah, I'm very happy to have you over here on TikTok as well if you want to hang where you're at. And as always, folks, if you would like to participate tonight, it is easy. All you have to do is head on over to junkwaxvintage.com. That is where all the juice can be found. From sealed boxes to break spots to merchandise, supplies. There's even a blog up there if you want to educate yourself. Good luck, Mr. Jake from State Farm. We start out with the Pasquatch, Vinny Pasquantino. Simeon Woods, Rob Richardson. Shout out to the family pharmacist. A.A. Ron Judge. And I am so sorry. I think I missed a message here, folks. Jake from State Farm, I appreciate you bearing with me. Morgie, my brother. He says, you missed my 26-month anniversary. Guess it didn't pop up. Still here supporting the best family in the hobby. I sincerely appreciate that, Morgie. Thank you, my brother. And 26 months is absolutely amazing. Can you imagine 26 months ago, if I were to tell you that we would be where we're at right now? It's pretty astonishing. And I would not be here without you, Morgie. So love you, buddy. Thank you for that 26 months. That is very special. All right, back to it. Mr. Jordan Diaz for the Athletics. Mr. Radonovich. Good evening, Eddie. How you doing there, buddy? Detective Valapapaskalius. Juan Soto. Nerwillian Cedeno, back-to-back Sandiagans. David Goggins. Frederick Ben Cosme. Joffrey Solano for Bienvenidos. Amiyami. Shout out to Will Smith. Hawk and a Lugo. On the Chrome, first bowman for the Mets, Billy Lugo. Daniel Guiarte for the Milwaukeeans. Shout out to the Brew Crew. Nolan Arenado. Gabriel Moreno. Chris. Mr. Doyle. Excellent to see you tonight, you legend. Hope you've had a fantastic FriYAY, my good man. My PC, Mr. Jazz of the Chisholm. Your World Series MVP, Mr. Freddie Freeman. We have a ton of Freddie Freeman that was in the collections that we bought as well. You will see a lot of Freddie Freeman tomorrow night. Mr. Riley Greeny. Shout out to Meanie Brad Greeny and some Greeny energy. And Mr. Chris, my dude, single-handedly killed our corn goal over here on TikTok. 256 corn. It's got the juice. Shout out to Tatis. I cannot thank you enough, Mr. Doyle. Wonderful to see you tonight, my brother. How was your FriYAY, pal? Javier Osorio. Shout out to the Motor City Kitties. Glader Figuero. Hawk and a Lugo. So nice, we got him twice. Oh, yes, it is, Jake from State Farm. Abdias De La Cruz. Zach Geloff. Jose Ramirez for the Clevelanders. Shout out to Tim Hudson. Orale Vato for WKRP. Matty Ice. Levan Soto. Brett Beatty, the Master.
Giggity, giggity.
Michael Arroyo for my Seattle Mariners. Wilbur Sanchez, the not-so-dirty Sanchez. Chase DeLauder for the Crazy Clevelanders. Mikey Romero for the bodacious Boston Red Sox. And Dylan O'Ray. Last but not least for Milwaukee. The good land, as Alice Cooper would say. There is your base packs, my man. Mr. O'Doyle says, my FriYAY was great. Got to play some sand volleyball tonight. That's awesome, buddy. Used to play some sand volleyball myself, my dude. I had a fantastic FriYAY indeed. Busy one, I will not lie. Myself and Mrs. Junkwax got through a lot of stuff today. And now I could not be more grateful to be here with each and every one of you. Excuse me. All right, last base pack magic here for you, Jake from State Farm. Good luck, my brother. And Mr. Morgie, my brother from another mother, says it's crazy to witness, to be honest. Oh, you're talking about the growth here in the last 26 months? He says it is crazy to witness, to be honest. I always knew the transparency and real love for the hobby would always win. You are an amazing soul backed by a backbone of an awesome wife. Y'all deserve all the positivity. Congratulations to you, my brother. Hit me in the feels over here, pal. Quit it. I'm just kidding. Keep doing it. I love you, Morgie. You know that, pal. You are a very, very important part of this family, my man. You've been here for a long time, and I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate those kind words, my brother. Thank you. Right back at you, pal. All right, little Mikey Stanton, Leo Verpaguero, Ivan Herrera, Corey Seager, shout out to our buddy Mr. Daniel Gates, Brandon Crawford, that is Garrett Cole's brother-in-law, Mikey Romero, so nice, you got him twice, Henry Davis for the Pirates, Cedon Rafaela for those bodacious Bostonians, Juan and Emilian Burrito for the Coloradans, and Joffrey Solano, last but not least, on the first Bowman Chrome for the Marlins. Not too shabby there, my good man.
One down, one to go.
Last pack Magics. And Mr. Onward has a question. He says, do you think there was any blackmail or mob connections at work for the Class A situation? That is a damn good question, my man. I got no clue. I would not even know where to start on that one, my brother. But maybe. You just never know. Stranger things have happened, right? The only thing I do know is that dude is in some hot water. And it's not spicy. Alrighty. As Scotty Too Hottie Kuniko would say, the tire track cards. Let's go. Osvaldo Bido on your Mojo Refractor, rookie for the Pinstripes. Beautiful. Mark Vientos for the Mets, back-to-back nasty New Yorkers. Oh, well, hello. Did we speak that into existence or what there, Jake from State Farm?
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God!
Always love to find an autograph in a box where there is no guaranteed autograph there, my brother. Congratulations there, Jake from State Farm. Jefferson Rojas on an on-card autograph. Not too shabby there, my man. Roderick Arias, looking baseball ready for the Pinstripes. Gunnar Henderson, rookie for the Orioles. Outstanding. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. The old bull, Justin Verlander for the Mets. Adley Rushman to go with that beautiful stained glass that you're going to see over there on eBay Live tomorrow night. Gabriel Moreno for the Dastardly Diamondbacks. Shout out to Mr. Greg Esposito. Riley Greeny for the Motor City Kitties, rookie. Shout out to Meanie Brad Greeny. And Francisco Lindor. Finishing that one off for the Mets for you. There, Jake from State Farm. Congratulations, buddy. I love that we were able to find an autograph and speak that one into existence. That is going to go in a brand new 55-point junk wax vintage top loader there for you, pal. Beautiful. Those junk wax vintage top loaders. Always, always, always the perfect complement to any card. But of course, I am slightly partial. Congratulations again there, Jake from State Farm. And as always, my brother, thank you for using that website. That's right, Mr. Saltzgiver. Shout out to Scotty Too Hottie Kuniko. Mr. Onward says, no way they throw their career away for a $5K payout. Maybe the mob had something on them, maybe some dirt. You never know there, man. You never know. Mr. Elijah and Krish, that was a fire pack, my man. You're absolutely right. My thought there, buddy. So our buddy Chris over here on TikTok says he could have put some more effort into that auto. I'm with you. It almost makes me think that English is his second language. That happens often. So he might be just learning how to write in English. And if you look at it from that way, I actually give him credit because it could be worse, right? But I hear you there, brother. And Elijah has a question. He says, what is eBay Live? I am happy to answer that question, my good man. So Elijah, do you know what Whatnot is by chance? Thank you as always, Mr. Tid. So Elijah says, yes, you do know what Whatnot is. You got scammed on there before? Well, yikes. That sucks. I'm really sorry to hear that, buddy. That does not happen on eBay Live. So eBay Live is similar to Whatnot, but better. Hard stop. So basically, imagine eBay, but auction style and live. So we do basically what we do right here, but on eBay Live. Very, very similar. And the only difference there, Elijah, is when you see me in this capacity, when we're live on TikTok, Twitch, Facebook, Kick, and YouTube, when you buy from me and from us, you utilize junkwaxvintage.com, right? You'd head over to our website. When we are on eBay Live, it is only eBay Live. So we do not sell anything from our website. We only sell the things that are on eBay Live. Does that make sense, my brother? And thank you for asking, Elijah. I appreciate that, pal. Did you see on my TikTok profile, there's a link tree. On that link tree, there is the very first button will take you right to our eBay Live store. And if you want to hit that follow button and save that shop, and even save and bookmark the show for tomorrow night, that is very, very helpful when people do that. Onward says, shout out to Uncle Junk Wax. Always see in the glasses half full. It's my default setting, brother. I do not know another way. And Jake says, Mr. Jefferson Rojas is the 4th rated prospect for the Cubs. Nice. You know, that's one of the coolest things about finding autographs of young guys like that, right? We know nothing about them. And in my humble opinion, it's just a way to kind of get you closer to the game that we all love so much, right? You get to learn about these young up-and-comer guys that you had no idea even existed. And then now, Jake, at least what I do is when I find autographs like that, I end up going down a rabbit hole and finding out who those young men are, where they came from, how they play, etc. And then after you've done that with hundreds of players, you have a pretty good base knowledge of those classes. So I appreciate you doing that, my man. I respect it. Good stuff. It's Danny. Good evening, Senor Rendon, my Colorado cousin. Awesome to see you tonight, my brother. How was our favorite Broncos 1967 this evening? Jake from State Farm says, I totally agree. I love to read, so I learn all about the players and whose cards I end up with. Preaching to the choir, my brother. Get out of my head. And Mr. O'Doyle over here on TikTok says, I always save every single rookie card. You never know who's going to blow up. Smart man. Absolutely right, my brother. You know, I've talked about that before. I think that in this world of all these huge cards, you know, people spending $12.5 million on one piece of cardboard. Of course, it's cool to see that in the hobby. But I think sometimes people forget that collecting and the joy of the hobby is what this is all about. You know what I mean? Money will always be a part of our hobby. I totally accept that. I get it. But in my humble opinion, it should never be all of the hobby. You know? It should be about the experiences that you have, the people that you meet, the memories that you make, and what you take away from all of those situations that make you a better person as you move forward through this life. That is my 2 cents about it. Mr. Danny Rendon, I appreciate the robot bits there, you legend. Thank you, brother. All right, folks, I could get on my soapbox all night. I will refrain. Let's refresh that shop real quick, shall we? Mr. Robert Parkinson. His name is Robert Parkinson. Shout out to Meatloaf. I cannot thank you enough for snagging a couple of spots there, Robert Parkinson. I see 15 and 20 in our 3rd round of Topps Update. Let's get you locked in here, my man. Awesome. Excuse me. Whew. Oh, thank you, Chris. I appreciate you saying that, pal. So what I was saying about you saving all those cards and not knowing who's going to blow up. So I think that is one advantage that true collectors have over flippers, you know? And I'm not throwing shade at people that flip cards. I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. In my humble opinion, people should do whatever brings them joy. If collecting brings you joy, awesome. If flipping cards brings you joy, wonderful. If going to the card shop and digging through the dollar box and finding deals and then flipping those is your thing, even better. I think a lot of us also sell to support our own PCs, right? And collectors, I've actually said this on the show a couple of times. If you think back to like, say, 2015, okay? Say that you got here in the hobby in 2015 and you went hard on Top Series 1, Top Series 2, and Update in breaks, or you bought sealed boxes or whatever. And you pretty much put together that whole set, even with some duplicates, right? And you take all that stuff and you put it in a closet. Well stored, of course. And then you do that the following year, 2016. You do it the following year, 2017. 2018, Shohei Ohtani, right? 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. Now imagine if you had from 2015 to 2023, and you had all those base cards and all those sets. Of course, you're going to find numbered cards in there. You're going to find autographs along the way. And if you held on to all that stuff, you would be sitting on some pretty serious money right now, right? You'd have Aaron Judge rookies. You'd have Shohei Ohtani rookies. You'd have Julio, Bobby Witt Jr. All these people that are blowing up right now, you would have all those rookie cards, right? So I think there's something to be said for being a true collector and collecting even the base cards that some other people don't want. You know what I mean? If they're worth something to you, I think that they're very valuable. Doesn't always matter and doesn't always have to be about money. Thank you again, Mr. Robert Parkinson. I will jump down off my soapbox one more time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so it does look like we are completely current up there at junkwaxvintage.com. Let me see where we're at in the break department here, folks. So in our third round of 2025 Topps Update Baseball, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 spots to go on that one. It is just $12 a spot, random teams. Looking for an autograph or a relic in that one. We also have a 3 hobby box PYT break up there that has a jumbo hobby box of 2025 Topps Update, a hobby box of 2025 Topps Update, and a Vivid Leaf hobby box from 2025. So that break, folks, a 3 hobby box PYT has 8 autographs and 2 relics. Excited for that one. That is our first jumbo hobby box of 2025 Topps Update. That jumbo box, by the way, has 400 cards in it. That's a big one. That one's going to be people are going to get a lot of cards out of that one. Then we also have the third round of 2024 Panini Contenders football. That is looking to be about halfway. We have a hockey break by request. That is 24-25 Upper Deck MVP hockey. It is a hobby box and it's only $6 a spot. We are approaching halfway on that one. We have a 5 hobby box baseball mixer. There is 12 teams remaining. That one has 2025 Panini Prism, 2025 Topps Finest, 2025 Topps Tier 1, 2025 Shoebox Treasures by my buddy Mr. Andy Friedman, and then last but not least, 2025 Impeccable. And we have found some seriously cool cards in that Impeccable. And then last, but absolutely not least, is my favorite sport, some MMA. We have a UFC break up there, my friends, and there are 6 spots left. So I would love to bust into that UFC break, of course, but any of those breaks would be fun to get into tonight. Thank you, Robert Parkinson. Mr. Onward says, I'd much rather have a really cool looking card of a player that I love than an average card of a big name player. Preaching to the choir, my man. Absolutely right. Mr. Chef James Reinhardt, good evening, my brother. Another OG of the family. He says, example, I have 62 Jose Canseco cards from the 80s. They are all base back then, even the 3 error cards. Right on, my man. You know I love me some Jose Canseco. Been PCing him since I was a little dude. Mr. Robert Parkinson says, I am a major Patriots fan and have over 200 Drew Bledsoe cards. Go Cougs. Love that, pal. I do have a Drew Bledsoe in this collection that we just bought as well. And I think it's slabbed up too. Love me some Drew Bledsoe. Watched him play at Washington State University. All right, legends. So like I said, we are current up there at junkwaxvintage.com. I think in the meantime, ooh, Mr. O'Boyle. Hell yeah, thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate that, my brother, my fellow. Are you a veteran as well, buddy? I did not know that, Chris. Hell yeah. Have you already told me that, Chris? Or maybe we haven't had this conversation before. Oh, Jose Canseco shares your birthday? How awesome. Aw, Devil Dog. Hoorah. Nice to have you there, Chris. That's amazing, my man. Thank you for your service, brother. Cheers. Why, thank you. I appreciate you putting that in the chat there, Mikey Koba. Top of the evening to Mikey 2 this evening. And yes, Robert Parkinson. Absolutely, my brother. So I think what we're going to do here, folks, I'm going to lock in this break spot for Mr. O'Boyle. And then, since we have some downtime, while we're waiting on our next order up there at junkwaxvintage.com, I can show you some of this collection that we snagged. Mr. Laconic says, I bet there are a lot of us vets that watch and linger we don't know about. You're absolutely right, brother. That's a fact. All right, Mr. O'Boyle. Chris, a killer Kansan from Kansas, taking spot number 2. There you go, Mr. O'Boyle, my fellow veteran. I appreciate you snagging that spot, my man. I hope I can find you something juicy. Mr. Ken Colback, welcome back, pal. And shout out to all of you absolute legends over here on TikTok tonight. Shout out to the OG, Mr. Luke Moyce, Daddy Twins, Victor, Elijah, Chris, the Josh, the Beecher Goer, Rebecca in the chat tonight. Good evening. Mr. Jones, Brandon Creasy, Trevor Holt, and Leon. Glad to have you tonight, folks. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, Mr. Ken Colback. How you doing, pal? Hope you had a wonderful Friday, buddy. That's right, Jake from State Farm. You're reading my mind there, pal. Mr. Onward says, I have a couple important work calls tomorrow. If all goes well, I'm going to have some extra spending money for tomorrow night. Outstanding, my man. That is a beautiful thing, and I hope you do. The Josh. Hi, Dalen. Hi, Josh. Good evening, my man. How are you doing today there, Josh? Thanks for hanging tonight, buddy. As always, folks, if it is your very first time here, awesome to have you. Feel free to come over here and join us on Twitch or YouTube if you want to join the rest of the fam damly. Ms. Stella says, happy late Veterans Day. Sorry if I missed saying that the other evening. Oh, no worries, Ms. Stella. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, my friend. So, folks, allow me just a moment. Couple of shakes of a lamb's tail while we're waiting on that next order up there at junkwaxvintage.com. I'm going to show you some of these collections. Sound good? Can I get a hell yeah in the chat? Good evening, Scotty 2 Hottie Kuniko. Your ears must have been burning there, pal. We were just talking about you there, buddy. We had some tire track cards. Go team. Go sports. Go sports balls. Thank you, Kyle Dana. Thank you, Robert Parkinson. All right, boys and girls, give me just a moment. I'll be right back. Perfect timing. All right, legends. Believe it or not, all of this is still not even the tip of the iceberg. We have so much, but I'm just going to show you a little sneak peek of what you will see tomorrow night on eBay Live at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I love it. Thank you as always, Josh. Excellent to have you tonight, my man. You are always more than welcome to lurk, my brother. That's right, Chris, some Slavorama. So check it out here, folks. We have some numbereds. Little Dante Hall and Xavier Worthy on the Paramount pairings. Little Vukovic, numbered to 99 for the Magic. John Elway on the press proof, numbered to 199. Little medallion, Barry Larkin on the Spectrum for the Cincinnati Reds. And that is an old school, numbered to 2250, 1998 Upper Deck. Little Ryan Sandberg, numbered to 150. DJ LeMahieu for the Pinstripes, numbered to 100. 102. Ray Davis for Melody's Bills, numbered to like 650 or something. Cody Belly, numbered to 99 for the Cubbies. Jaden Ivey for the Detroit Pistons, numbered to 75, rookie, beauty. How about some Joey B on the calling cards, 64th on print to 149 for WKRP in Cincinnati. Babe Ruth. Isn't that absolutely beautiful from Stadium Club Chrome, green refractor? And that is numbered to 99. Speaking of the Babe, absolutely beautiful Leaf metal Babe Ruth. Shout out to our buddy Greg, the VP over there at Leaf. And that is numbered 19th on print out of 20 on the Babe. A little Mookie in there. Shout out to Mikey Koba and the Trolley Dodgers. Mason Miller for the Athletics. Shout out to Dutchie. Trey Lance, rookie, numbered to 30. The legend, Mr. Joe Montana on the Stardust, numbered to 240. Andres Chaparro for the Nationals. And that one is numbered to 99. Got a little Paul Skeens on the all etch there for the Pirates. We will get into the slabs in just a moment, my friends. Ooh, somebody snagged down a 1993 Donruss single pack. I appreciate that. Let me refresh that shop real quick. Why, thank you, Trevor Holt. We're going to get into those packs in just a moment, my man. I do not blame you whatsoever, Chris. Joe Montana is the GOAT in a lot of people's eyes. We have Mr. Hulk Hogan and Sly Stallone. Some Leaf. How about a Messi, Michael Phelps, and Steph Curry on the triple? Wemby on the parallel. Little Paul Skeens on some prismatic. Luka. Some Caleb Williams rookie action on the totally certified. Bo Nix on that 1994 throwback. PCA Mojo Refractor rookie. Shout out to Scotty 2 Hottie Kuniko and the tire track cards. Shadur Sanders on the press proof. Some You Done Messed Up AA Ron on a gold press proof. Skeens on the rookie cup. Skeens rookie. Skeens finest. How about the Nolan Express on the finest timelines? Hall of Fame Noli. Base Hall of Fame Noli. Old Jim Harbaugh. I think that one's going to be numbered to 25. 49 on that Jim Harbaugh. Beautiful. Little Patty Mahomes. Shout out to Mr. Alan White and the Kansas City Chiefs. Jay Jetta for Minnesota. Little Jackson Merrill in there. Shout out to the San Diegans. How about a Ken Griffey Jr.? Always happy to find the sweetest swing in all of baseball. Senor Ruiz. Welcome back, Oscar. Good to see you tonight, pal. Another Ken Griffey Jr. on your upper deck. Some Justin Sherbert. And we'll quickly go through these folks. Little Flournoy on your Pandora. Xavier Worthy rookie. Franchise Foundations Drake May rookie. Anthony Richardson rookie on your Velocity Prism. Some Yoshi. George Springer on the 2021 Topps Chrome. And that is numbered to 150. Awesome. 1977 Reggie Jackson. Jose Ramos on the UFO from Bowman's Best. Robert Perez, numbered to 499 for my Seattle Mariners. Jaron Duran on the nice list from the old Advent calendars. Ken Griffey Jr., one of my favorites from 1992 Fleer Ultra. Yes, please. Another Ken Griffey Jr. Little Bo Jackson on the Heritage. 1990 Bo. 92 Bo. 88 Bo. Throwback 1989 Design Bo. 87 Bo. Michael Jordan on that 1986 promo throwback. Barry Bonds and the Kid. 1980 Noli. 1988 Noli. 1975 Noli. 2024 Noli. 1975 Highlights Noli. And one more Noli to finish off the base stuff there. Kind of cool, right? So again, folks, to be very clear, this is literally the tip of the iceberg. There is so much more out there. I could pull stuff in here for like the next 30 minutes and there would still be more out there. Y'all should see the work area. It's kind of crazy. All right, into some slabs here, folks. We have some Jaden Daniels on the SGC 9 rookie. How about Magic Johnson, 1991 Hoops McDonald's SGC 4. Those are classically tough to grade. And it looks like it's got a pretty boo-boo corner. How about a PGI graded? Interesting. Little Shohei Ohtani, rookie. Fun. And then check this out, folks. We got a whole bunch of CGC slabs. Well, Ohtani. 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 TB12 Tom Brady. Well, Bo Nix, rookie. I totally agree, Chris. Thank you, my man. You know I love me some Nolan Ryan. How about numbered to 10, Sylvester Stallone and Hulk Hogan? Interesting, right? That is CCG. CCG, my friend. CCG. CCGgrading.com. I got to be honest, I've never heard of them either. So we got these as part of the collection. Sylvester Stallone, numbered to 20. Almost a color match with the slab. Not too shabby. A strapping young lad, McConkey. Ohtani and Ichiro. Another Ohtani on the 2023 Leaf Premier Edition. 2023 OG 2023 Edition Shohei. Leaf Legend Shohei. Another Shohei on Shohei. And another Shohei. Interesting, right? Whole bunch of CCG Shoheis. How about a SGC 9.5 JJ Variation rookie for Minnesota? Gorgeous. We actually pulled a Jet, one of these this morning. Little TB12 Tom Brady. And that is numbered as well. That is numbered to 250. Check this out, folks. Pristine 10. That is a CGC there, Onward, the one that you are referring to. Pristine 10. Paul Skeens. Beautiful. Commemorating his record for most strikeouts by a rookie since 1900. That is incredible. And then a little, she touched my Penix, Steve. Michael Penix on the PSA 10. Red and green, optic preview rookie. How about our very first The Office slab? Shout out to Dwight Schrute and some Dunder Mifflin. Tyrese Maxey, PSA 9 Emergent Silver Prism rookie. Blue Chips, Justin Fields, excuse me. Blue Fields, Justin Chips. I'm such a dork. How about a Derek Lively for Minnesota? Red Auto, rookie. That is numbered to 99. Tyreek Hill, on-card authentic autograph from Limited. That one is not numbered. We have a Larry Fitzgerald, PSA 10 Upper Deck rookie. Shout out to the Arizona Cardinals. I know we do have some Cardinal fans in the family. Shout out to our buddy, Mr. Brent Sullins. Shout out to Mr. Esposito. You nailed it. Thank you, Onward. I do too, Kyle Dana. You're absolutely right. How about a 1962 Topps Bob Clemente? Gorgeous. Love that one. You know I love me some vintage. Shout out to my buddy Gordy Bonkers. How about a 1966 Ernie Banks? And we also have an Ernie Banks autograph in the collection as well. Jaden Reed for the Packers. First off the line. Red zone ticket. Not numbered. Little Caleb Williams. PSA 10. refractor from 2022 Bowman's Best. It's a lady. Some Liv Morgan. And that is a green sapphire numbered to 75 SGC 10. Beautiful. And some UFC, the Funk Master, Mr. Aljamain Sterling, on the blue prism from 2022 Select, former champ. We're almost there, legends. And then we're going to bust into some stuff for my buddy, Mr. Trevor Holt. Thank you for your patience tonight, Trevor. I appreciate you, buddy. How about a Seth Beer on-card Real One autograph from 2019 Topps Heritage? Shout out to the Woodpeckers. That is not numbered. Anthony Richardson on the Hidden Potential PSA 10 rookie. Shaquille O'Neal 2023 Photogenic Basketball PSA 9. Aaron, and Devontae. Couple of 1-2-3 Packers. And that is a PSA 8 on the Flea Flicker. And that one is not numbered. And then we got some Akeem the Dream Olajuwon on the 1990 Skybox PSA 9. Those are notoriously tough graders. Let's go back in time to 1999. Marvin Harrison, almost senior. You all know what I mean? That is Marvin Harrison Jr.'s dad. PSA 9 on the 1999 Collector's Edge Galvanized parallel. Beautiful, beautiful card there. We actually ripped into some 2023 Contenders Optic just this morning. This is a die-cut Barry Sanders PSA 10, and it is numbered to 99. Beautiful. Mr. Yurchich, you rock, my brother. I will very politely and lovingly push back. Good to see you tonight, my man. Jack, top of the evening to you, pal. How about DJ Moore for Da Bears on the Authentic Signature? How about some Sammy Sosa on the Authentic Signature? That's actually a custom card. Pretty damn cool, though. And then we even have some hockey in here. Old Ed Belfour for up there in the Chicago area. Shout out to my hockey brothers and sisters, Miss Melody. How about the Big Hurt? Mr. Frank Thomas, Authentic Auto. Kevin Porter Jr. on the CSG 9.5 rookie from 2019-20 Prism. Aiden O'Connell, CGC 9. Adrian Dantley, 1986-1987 Fleer sticker. So that'll be a good one for people trying to collect that whole set. How about some Pokemon? Frosmoth Hollow from Shining Fates. Interesting. PSA 9. Little Puka on the PSA 10 Rookie Disco. Luca. I believe this one is numbered to 25 on the Kaleidoscope Mojo Prism. Yeah, first on print to 25. Wow. That's what I'm saying, Jason Russell. Quite the variety, right? How about a little Caitlin Clark, rookie PSA 10? I know we had quite a few people asking for some WNBA last Saturday, so excited to be able to fulfill that. LeBron James. He's so tiny. Little LeBron James, PSA 9 on the 2020 Prism. Shohei Ohtani on the WBC PSA 9. Topps Japan edition. Fun fact, my friends, I actually have a couple of boxes sealed of this product that I threw up in the closet and I forgot about them. They're still up there. Excited to rip into those someday. JJ on the PSA 10 Green Ice Emergent rookie from Minnesota. Amon-Ra St. Brown, number 2/349 on the die-cut rookie for the Lions. SGC 10. The regular Staubach over there. Shout out to Master Wayne and the Cowboys. Hall of Fame, Tim Brown for the Raiders. On card. And that is numbered to 99. Gonzaga Bulldog alumni, rookie Jalen Suggs, RPA. Keontae George for the Utah Jazz on the New Breed autograph. That is not numbered. And then some GMA slabs here, folks. Little Jackson Holiday. Joey B on the All-American Rookie, GMA 10. Justin Sherbert, GMA 10. Little Freddie Freeman on the GMA 8.5. Little X-Fractor action. The Polar Bear, Mr. Pete Alonso. Shout out to the Mets. Good evening, Dominic. How you doing, my man? Acuna Matata on the All-Etch, GMA 10. And Tatis on the All-Etch, GMA 10. So again, folks, that is just a very, very small little snapshot of the things that I could grab very quickly. There is still a ton of stuff out there. We could literally go through it for the whole rest of the show tonight and not get through it all. There is that much. So I actually told Mrs. Junkwax that there is no way possible that we will get through everything tomorrow night. So I do think we're probably set for the next 2 or 3 eBay shows at least. There you go. And for those of you that missed the big boys, just another little sneak peek. Little Adley Rushman on the stained glass from 2023 Allen and Ginter, super short print. We do have a little bit of Pokemon on the full art, Zekrom. Little All Rise, Aaron Judge, PSA 10 autograph. A strapping young lad on the freshman fabrics or first year fresh fabrics. You all know that getting a 10 on a relic card is not easy. That's a nice one. And CGC is a definitely legit grading house. One of the bigger cards, little Sidney Crosby RPA. Shout out to Bubba. Krabby Rob says that Pokemon card is worth $300. The Zekrom? Really? I still have a lot to learn on Pokemon, my man. I appreciate that, Krabby Rob. So that Sidney Crosby is valued somewhere between $3,500 and $4,000. That's a big, big card there, my dear friends. Shout out to Bubba. And Patty Mahomes. Last but not least, RPA, numbered to 25 in a BGS 9 slab. I have a huge feeling that I should send that into PSA. But I probably won't. I'm probably just going to leave it the way it is. But, yeah, that's a big one. That is valued somewhere between $3,500 and $4,000 as well. Onward says it's the Celebrations version. I think it's only about 30. Oh, well, that's okay. I appreciate that, gentlemen. Thank you. Awesome. All right, there you go, legends. You were absolutely right, Chris. Spot on, my man. Why, thank you, Onward. Yes, it is, Riley. It is a number match, number 287. Correct. Mr. Corey Bader, my roller derby brother, says cracking and resub has never seemed worth it to you, but that's just you. I totally understand, brother. Full fun fact, folks, I have never cracked a slab that I had PSA graded and then sent it back to see if they'll grade it again better. To this date, I have never done that. That's not to say I won't, but to this date, I've never done that. Because to me, that just seems a little silly. But I completely understand that there are some people out there that play that game, and they have sent in the same card 3 or 4 times until they get finally a PSA 10. It's kind of silly to me, but to each their own. That Mahomes RPA, you were absolutely right, Chris. Somewhere between $3,500 and $4,000. All right, legends. Thank you for indulging me with that collection. I appreciate it. And again, I am chomping at the bit to do that tomorrow night over there on eBay. We're going to have so much fun. Let's refresh that shop again. Do we have Mr. Trevor Holt in the house? Trevor with an E. We have some 1993 Donruss baseball. If you all would allow me just a moment, we're going to rip through those packs. I sincerely appreciate your patience there, Trevor with an E. Mr. Elijah says, I seen a card, I think it was like 1988 Mario Lemieux PSA 10 Gen Mint for $70. Good purchase or not? That is a good question, my friend. I would have to do some research on that one, Mr. Elijah, to give you a proper answer. But what I would suggest, Elijah, if it is PSA graded, let me show you something here, buddy. let me educate you a little bit if you do not already know. So do you see that serial number right there in that top right corner? This was actually the 12,772,614th card ever graded by PSA. That is what those numbers are. Kind of cool, right? So, check this out. And thank you again for your patience, Trevor. We're going to rip into those packs in just a moment, pal. So if you all have the PSA app, it is free to download. Okay. And you see right there, it says text search. And all you got to do is type in that number. So 12,772,614. Oh, I missed a number. 7722. There we go. So it pops up right there for you, right? So folks, unfortunately, there is a lot of fake PSA slabs out there. So if you're going to buy a PSA slab from somebody that you do not know, I highly recommend get that PSA app, check the serial number. That is what you should do. So if you tap that little bad boy, it'll tell you all the information about the card. So it looks like Onward is correct. It looks like it's about a $40 card there, my man. At least that is PSA's offer. So typically they offer you around 60 to 70% of what the comps are. So it looks like it might be a little over that, maybe around $50, something like that. It looks like there is 2,091 of these, and there's 5,202 of them in a PSA 10. Damn. Whew. That's a lot of those. Goodness gracious. So that is why those are probably not super valuable, is because of that population count right there. There's 5,202 PSA 10s out there and 2,000 PSA 9s. So actually the PSA 9s are more rare than the PSA 10s. It's kind of crazy. So what I would recommend there, my man, Elijah, is you see that offer right there? For example, if you were looking at that Mario Lemieux card that you were talking about, get that serial number, put it in the PSA app, and you can find out whether that is a good deal or not, because you can kind of see the value there. Does that make sense, buddy? Good evening, Senor Ben Ree. Excellent to see you, Marcello. Little housekeeping. Thank you. Thank you, Krabby Rob. I agree. And Onward, how much do I think the Crosby is worth? I would say somewhere between like 3,500 and 4,000, somewhere in there. And it can always increase. That's right, Riley. Get out of my head, buddy. I love it. Jinx. Beautiful. I have got you covered, Elijah. My pleasure, buddy. Good question. All right, Mr. Trevor Holt, you patient man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, pal. Give me just a moment here, folks. I'm going to jump up and grab some 1993 Don Russ. And then after that, my friends, the floor is completely open. So if you would like to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com and snag yourself down something from that shop, you are invited to do so. Absolutely right, Kyle Dana. You are spot on, my brother. Give me 2 shakes, legends. Thank you. Oh, I know you are, Trevor Holt. You rock my face off, my brother. Thank you as always. I'll be right back.
Yeah!
4 packs of love here, brother. Let's do it. Mr. Chris says also eBay is a good resource for comps if you view completed and sold items. Exactly right, Chris. If I had a dime for every time that I have said, make sure that you check sold listings only over there on eBay, I would be a rich man. You are absolutely right, Chris. The most important part of that, though, is you must filter your search results by sold listings only. There are so many people, still to this day, that look up cards on eBay and they go off of the first price that they see, and that is a price that somebody has listed a card at, right? Always remember, my friends, and I'm sure most of you know, but if there's any of you out there that don't know, that's who I'm talking to right now. Always remember, people can list items on eBay for whatever they choose. That does not make it worth that price, right? I could put this pack on eBay for $100,000. I can. And I can leave it up there for a year, just hoping somebody is a novice and they buy it, right? So don't get caught there, folks. Be smart. Use your head. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that, pal. You too. Well, good evening, Mr. Peacharelli. Excellent to see my fellow Texan on this fantastic Friday evening. Marcello, you think you were on 17, but your brain is on sleep? Happens to the best of us, pal. Are you talking about this here Topps update break there, Marcello? I am happy to double check. Mr. Big Money Dodge, our wrestling fan in the family. Good to see you tonight, pal. Another OG of the family. Why, thank you, Marcello. I can double check right after this rip, my good man. All right, one of my favorite rated rookie symbols. Gosh, those are so cool. If I was ever to get a rated rookie tattoo, that's the one I would get. Love that so much. I have ever since I was a little kid, too. Old Johnny Patterson for the Gigantes. Kip is always a little gross. You know, I'm just really TO'd. She hasn't even sent me a full body shot yet. Eating all the flippin' chips, Kip. Tony Fasas. Ivan Calderon, former Seattle Mariner. The Calderon, so nice, you got him twice. Anthony Young. Kent Merker. Dante Bichette, that is Bo Bichette's daddy. Mr. Big Money Dodge says, hey brother, guess who I met today? Rick Steiner. That's amazing, my man. You met the dog-faced gremlin? That's awesome. Isn't that Braun Breaker's daddy? Gary DiSarcina. Mr. John Vanderwall. Shout out to Oasis. Dave Malicki. Oh, how about my second favorite oral?
Giggity, giggity.
Hershiser for the Trolley Dodgers. Shout out to Mr. Mikey Kobaugh. Sean Berry for those now defunct Expos. Dougie Fresh, Simons, back-to-back Expos. Scotty Too Hottie Lewis. Denny Martinez, El Presidente for those now defunct Expos. Soda Radinsky. Shout out to Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I see you, Peacharelli. Yes, he is, right? Old Gallagher, better hide that fruit. Did you all know there was 2 Gallaghers by chance? Fun trivia. Oh, hell yeah. Shout out to our buddy Jonesy. That is his PC, the Slammin' Salmon, rated rookie. Beautiful. Bubs, good evening, my brother. A Wallop and Wallach, another Expo. How about a little Evening Wood? Ted Wood. Brett Barbieri. Manny Alexander, rated rookie for Uncle Moosey's Orioles. Old Greg.
Come out, Greg.
Jeffries.
Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
Scotty Too Hottie Taylor. Shout out to Trevor Taylor, Mr. Bubba. Dunstan checks in for the Cubbies. Mr. Big Money Dodge has a question over here on TikTok. He says, do you remember Rusty Greer's batting stance? That was weird. I do. You're absolutely right there, buddy. Shout out to those crazy, unique batting stances. Like Mark McGuire, Lenny Dykstra, Julio Franco. We got another old Greg, Myers. Tim Costo. Midnight and Jeff Montgomery for the Royals. Shout out to Mr. Alan White. Oh, hell yeah. The salmon's so nice you got him twice. And that one actually looks really, really nice. Slightly off-center top to bottom by literally a hair. Well, good evening there, Balake. How is my favorite Goodwood this evening? Excellent to see you back as well, my brother. That's right, Mr. Mark McGuire. So I'm going to sleeve that one up for you, Mr. Trevor Holt. I would look that up in a PSA 10 and see what that does. Just for shiggles. Old Franklin Stubbs barbecue sauce for the Milwaukeeans. That's right, Kyle Dana. Uh-huh. Exactly that Gallagher, brother. I agree, Laconic. Yes, they were. Rest in peace to Mr. Fernando Valenzuela. Donovan Osborne for the St. Lunatics. Get out of my head there, Big Money Dodge. You know what I'm thinking. Oh, Greg Hibbard. Groovy, good evening. Mike Bordick. Mark Carrion. Billy Ripken. Mr. F Face himself. Nice one. Mikey Trombley. Soda Radinsky. Sean Barry, rated rookie for those now defunct Expos. Domingo Martinez. Shout out to Jason Russell and the Toronto Blue Jays. Mr. Kurt Manwaring for the Gigantes. And the pencil stash of Rafael Palmiero for our Texas Rangers. And that is your base packs there, Trevor Holt.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic. Mr. Goodwood says Timmy Salmon does well in a PSA 10. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that. Bubs, Mr. Tony Gwynn, he is the GOAT as far as hitting goes anyway. If there's a Mount Rushmore of hitters, Tony Gwynn would be smack dab in the middle. All right, good luck, Trevor Holt. Oh, hell yeah. Mike Piazza, rated rookie? That's incredible.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God!
That is one of the chases there, my good man. Congratulations there, Trevor Holt. Beautiful. Slightly off center left and top, but still not too bad there, my man. Sleeving that one up for you. That's right, Dominic, little skinny Mike Piazza. So if you folks have not heard my Mike Piazza story, I do apologize for my OGs. You've probably heard this a couple of times now. Back in 2024, I was at the National in Cleveland, and I was walking in a sea of people, okay? You're like bumping elbows and shoulders with people, and there's a very, very large man walking in front of me. I don't know how many of you can relate, but when you're walking right behind somebody and you're real, real close, you can smell what kind of shampoo and body wash that they wear or they use, right? Give me a hell yeah in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. So I'm walking behind this giant man. I notice he's a little sweaty, and I could breathe in his musk, if you know what I mean. Well, I'm having that conscious thought pattern, and all of a sudden, this giant sweaty man in front of me throws on the brakes out of nowhere, spins around, does a 180, and walks right into me. And that gentleman was Mr. Mike Piazza. So I had to get a firm hand, shake, and a hug. That was pretty cool. I did not have anything for him to sign, unfortunately, and I didn't want to stop him that long, but it was pretty cool. Got to have about a 10-second chat with Mr. Mike Piazza. That was pretty sweet. He is a huge dude, by the way. All right, that goes with your Tim Salmon, rated rookie there, Trevor Holt. Beautiful. Ron Gant throwing off of his bottom. Scott Erickson for the Minnesota Twins. Dougie Fresh, DeScenzo for the Cubbies. Another rated rookie, Rich Rowland, little alliteration for the Motor City Kitties. Mike Gallego, former Oakland Athletic. Then a pinstripe. Mikey Sims for the Astros. Somebody bang a trash can for Bubba and Mr. P. Chirilli, my Texans. Todd, always full of zeal for the Cardinals. Eric Anthony. Dave Burba. Another rated rookie, Troy Neal for the Athletics. Shout out to our long-lost buddy Dutchie. We have a Turner Ward for the Blue Jays. Hal Morris for WKRP. Jimmy Poole. And Dougie Fresh Jones, also known as the Walrus. Folks, if you want to know what a JWV-10 mustache looks like, there you go. Look at that thing. That thing doesn't even look real. It looks like somebody put a giant cattail on his upper lip. That thing is freaking huge. That guy could hide snacks in there for weeks. Well, there you go, Trevor Holt. Congratulations on those outstanding rated rookies, my good man. Mr. Cameron Cole, good evening, my brother, my alliterated brother. Oh, I am glad you're here tonight as well, my good man. How you doing, Cameron Cole? Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my good man. Mr. Goodwood, it is great to have you back again, my brother. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, legends. Mr. Onward, if you're heading out for the night, my friend, have a wonderful remainder of your evening. I hope to see you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on eBay Live. Much love to you, Onward. And Mr. Trevor Holt, Thank you, as always, my brother. Oh, you know it, Dominic. Cameron Cole might snag some hockey. Threaten me to a good time, buddy. I would love to. We also have a pretty dang cheap hockey break up there at junkwaxvintage.com. That is a Garfield stash. You're absolutely right there, Mr. Goodwood. What's up there, Tucker Poo? Welcome back, my dude. Rebecca, thank you for hanging in here tonight. Always love our ladies in the JWV family. Love having more ladies in the family. And you know, on that note, I love having more ladies in the hobby. You know, I could get on my soapbox, as always, but I have heard a lot of people, and I'm sure you all have heard this too, a lot of people, a lot of talking heads, for example, that are talking about, are we headed into another junk wax era? Okay? From my humble opinion, I do not think so. I lived through the junk wax era. I remember that specifically and vividly, and that is not what's going on right now. So back then, multiple card companies had deals with the MLB. So multiple card companies could make licensed cards, right? We know that doesn't really work that way anymore. The other thing is back then, imagine, go on this trip with me, my friends. Back in like 1990, say like, for example, there might have been 500,000 baseball card collectors all over the United States. Okay, like as a whole. And I'm sure that number's probably a little bit lower. I'm being generous. For back in 1990, right? So what they did is they overprinted those cards so much that it flooded the market and it made it so nothing is special, basically. You know what I mean? Because if everybody has something, then it's not really special anymore, right? So scarcity drives value. So back in the junk wax era, they overprinted and far overrode the collector base. Okay? Now, what's going on in 2025, there has never been a company like Topps and Fanatics that have put so much money into marketing. They have spent millions and millions and millions of dollars on marketing, commercials, radio ads, all kinds of stuff, right? They're using the Hollywood machine now, basically, to hype up collecting. And it's not just sports cards. It's all kinds of different stuff. So I truly believe that collecting is going to be part of the public ethos over the next few years. So when people are sitting around at a cocktail party, typical conversations are like, hey, what do you do for a living? You know, where are you from, etc. I could see a very normal question also be, what are you collecting right now? Because I think everybody collects something. You know what I mean? Whether it's gems, like Mrs. Junk Wax, whether it's antiques, never know. So, hey, what's up there, Chasing Bruins? It is excellent to see you tonight, you sexy beast. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you as well, my brother. Good to see you tonight. So, I think the bottom line is, folks, I think the collector base of people is far larger now. There is millions of people that collect cards. Millions of them. So I think what they're doing is they're printing to meet that demand because there are so many new people getting into the hobby. And I love that the advertising that they have done specifically towards little ladies. Awesome. I would love to have more ladies in the family, or excuse me, love to have more ladies in the hobby. And of course, we would love to have more ladies in the family as well. So shout out to our buddy Rebecca over here on the TikTok. Trevor B. from Ontario. Long time no see, you legend. The Irish Leprechaun, good evening. Trevor Holt says, did I hit anything good? I missed most of it. Oh, I'm so sorry, Trevor Holt. You did, my man. You got yourself a Mike Piazza rated rookie. That is one of the chases of 1993 Donruss. And you also got yourself a Slammin' Salmon rated rookie. And Trevor Holt, I was actually saying that this one might be a really good grading candidate. So I was saying, if somebody wants to look that one up in a PSA 10 and see what that does, you know, if it's like 20, 30 bucks, maybe not. But if it's more than that, then that might be a good grading candidate for you there, pal. And just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go ahead and put him in a brand new 55-point top loader, buddy. Ooh, somebody just snagged down a 2020-2021 Upper Deck SP hockey box. That must be Mr. Cameron Cole. There you go again there, Mr. Trevor Holt. I appreciate you, my brother. Mr. Goodwood says, the salmon you think would bring in $150 US? If that is the case, I would absolutely send this in. That is a chance I would take, for sure. Oh, no worries, Cameron Cole. Glad you're still here tonight, though, legend. Alrighty, less talky, more rippy. Let's get back to it, shall we? Let me refresh that shop real quick, my dear friends. And snag myself a little sippy. It is our roller derby brother, Mr. Corey Bader. Thank you so much for snagging down some hockey, my good man. And Scotty 2 Hottie H. What's up there, brother? Long time no see. Shout out to the Super Stroopers. Hope you are doing well, my man. And where is Chef Vinny? Is he still alive? I hope so. I miss that fella. Not that he's got to be here with us. I just want to make sure he's okay. We have not seen him in a while. We've seen the Super Stroopers. We've seen Mr. Hamdallah. But we haven't seen Chef Vinny in a while. Mr. Cameron Cole and Mr. Goodwood. Mr. Goodwood says Mike Piazza brings 65 in that PSA 10. I would probably still do it. Still a little bit of profit there for you. Galleto Rosanero. Welcome back, my friend. It is wonderful to see you again. Happy FriYAY. Big hugs and firm handshakes all around, my good man. Alrighty, I need to jump up there and grab a hockey box from my brother from another mother, Mr. Corey Bader. And Marcello Van Ree says you were number 17 on the update. Well, I will check that right now for you, my man. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, Mr. Marcello. I see you snagged that. Yes, you did, my good man. Got you locked in there, buddy. Thank you, Marcello. So, folks, as always, there is never any pressure. But if we do fill this break tonight, and any of those breaks tonight, we will bust them tonight. We have all the time in the world tonight, my dear friends. And I would love to bust into some of those. And thank you again, Scotty 2 Hottie H. I appreciate the positive words there, my man. I hope you are doing well also, my good brother. You deserve all the positivity there, Scotty 2 Hottie H. I am going to jump up there and grab that box. For Mr. Corey Bader and Mr. O'Boyle. Snagged another box, or excuse me, another break spot. Thank you very much. Krish. Let's see what spot that is. That is spot number 3. Thank you, Chris. Getting us a little closer. Sincerely appreciate that, Mr. O'Boyle. And Tuna says, is this paper different than the break on the site? No, sir. Nope, that should be the same one. Scotty 2 Hottie H, unsure about Chef Vinny? Oh, that is Greg's buddy. Roger that, my man. Well, I'm learning the Super Strooper crew. I appreciate that, pal. Good to see you tonight, Scotty 2 Hottie H. Nonetheless, legends, 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I'm going to grab that bodacious box for our buddy, Mr. Corey Bader, and I'll be right back.
Yeah!
My roller derby brother, Mr. Corey Bader. You know I love ripping together, my man. Another OG of the family that's been here with us for a very long time. Good luck. Why, thank you, Cameron Cole. And Mr. Trevor Holt has a question. JWV, if you can, would you send the salmon and Piazza to PSA? How do I go about with that with you? I appreciate you, Trevor Holt. All you have to do, buddy, is head on over to junkwaxvintage.com. There is a grading subpage under junkwaxvintage.com. You will have several options. So the options have to do with autographs and if you want to have it dual graded. So if you have an autograph and you want to have that graded and you also want to have the card graded, that is called dual grading. There can also be an option where you have only the autograph graded. So you'll see a button for that too. But the button that you're looking for is just regular grading. So you can do that and go ahead and make sure you put a good description in there on those cards. I'm going to pull them right now for you, buddy. And they will go into our grading pile. I am about 78% through a grading submission as we speak. It is a doozy. There's a lot of cards in it. So if you do that tonight, Trevor, I will send this off with the next grading submission that's going out here in just a few days. Got you covered, buddy. Thank you for asking there, Trevor Holt. Excellent. It is my pleasure, Mr. Holt. You got it, brother. I know sometimes grading can be a little confusing, and I'm all about trying to make it easier for you, pal. All right, Mr. Corey Bader, thank you for your patience, my good man. Mr. Robert Parkinson, are you taking off tonight, my brother? Empty box, Mr. Bader. And Daner, smacking us with some beautiful gifts over here on TikTok tonight. Thank you, Dane. And you know what? Since Mr. O'Boyle was so amazing and took down our first gift goal of the evening, you all know how we do it. We only reset that goal 3 times on any given night, so we're going to set up a new one right meow. Let's go with the old goat gift. Bingo. There you go. New gift goal up there on TikTok, you legends. And I will fix some TikTok right meow. Outstanding. We don't need to stare at that break sheet all night. Pack number 4 to the side for you, Corey. Good luck. Mr. Robert Parkinson, have a wonderful remainder of your evening, my brother. Have a good day at work tomorrow, and we will see you on eBay Live tomorrow night. My good man. Thank you as always for being here, RP. Much love to you, my brother. Cameron Cole, he says your recycling pile must be 5 stories tall. You have no idea, my man. Oh, yes. We actually had to call and get an extra recycling bin at my home. And we still fill both of them. And then we still have to make 2 or 3 runs to other dumpsters. I say that very carefully. Very nice. Kyle Dana. Bruce, what's up there, buddy? Shout out to you and Kayla. Couple of OGs of the familia. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday there, buddy. Shout out to you and Kayla. All right, Corey Bader. Let's go. Starting out with a Detroit Red Wing, Anthony Mantha. Brad Marchand. Keandre Miller on the SP Rookie Authentics for those New York Rangers. Beautiful. Nico Heischer for the Jersey Devils. Sidney Crosby. There you go, Bubba. Shout out to Trevor Taylor. That is his PC. Outstanding. Cameron Cole says, my county here in Florida did away with recycling. Yikes. That's a little scary. Ugh. Cale McCarr for Colorado. Victor Hedman. Arthur Kaliev on the SP Rookie Authentic. And look at that. That is gorgeous. Sleeving that one up for you, buddy. Beautiful. Jason Robertson for Right Up the Road in Dallas. Another SP Rookie Authentic. Steven Stamkos. Travis Konechny. Mark Giordano. Brendan Gallagher. Better hide that fruit one more time. Peyton Krebs on the SP Rookie Authentic for the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Pasternak, Zibanejad, John Carlson for Washington, Ottinger for Right Up the Road in Dallas on the SP Rookie Authentic. Hey, Mr. Mikey Koba, my brother. Thank you for the positivity, buddy. I am very, very sorry you've had a challenging day, my man. I hope I took your mind off it for just a few minutes. Much love to you, my friend. We will see you very, very soon. Hope to see you tomorrow night on eBay. But if we don't, we'll see you Tuesday, my man. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, Mikey Koba. I hope tomorrow is better for you, buddy. Dylan Larkin for the Red Wings. Tommy Wilson. Brent Dirty Beard Burns for the San Jose Sharks. Ian Mitchell for up there in the Chicago area on the Authentics. Patrick Kane for up there in the Chicago area. Max Pacioretty. Ovi for the Capitals. Igor Shesterkin. Eric Stahl. Yanni Hakanpa. Interesting name for the Ducks. Awesome. Oh, number to 799, Ilya Sorokin. Goalie for the New York Islanders. 489 out of 799. Sleeving that one up for you, Corey Bader. Jonathan Drouin. Dougie Fresh, Hamilton for the Hurricanes. Victor Olofsson. Authentic Profiles, Nick Suzuki for the Canadiens. Sebastian Aho and Pekka Rinne for the Nashville Predators. You and I both, Corey Bader. Right there with you, pal. Allow me just a moment for a little housekeeping. I am going to sleeve that one up for you, buddy. Brand new 55er there for you, Corey Bader, because that is an SP Rookie Authentic Ilya Sorokin. Beautiful. And Mr. Bader.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic, my brother. Good luck. Hello, Nurse. Good evening there, Nurse Tony. Hey, not a problem at all, Trevor Holt. Sounds wonderful, brother. No sweat. So I will go off of whatever's up there on the website, pal. And no apology necessary, buddy. I completely understand. It's all good, brother. No sweat. All right, we have a last pack magic for Mr. Bader. Good evening, Ryan Fife. I repeat, we have a Fifer down. Good to see our favorite hometown hobby tonight. How was your Friday there, buddy? How about Minnesota Mustache Mats Zuccarello? Alexander Romanov for the Canadiens on your Rookie Authentic. Quinn Hughes. That is Melody's PC. Shout out to Melly P, moderator extraordinaire. O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Woo! Ryan O'Reilly. Give me a hell yeah in the chat, folks, if you've ever heard that commercial. And John Klingberg with the hat and mustache. I love it, Tony. Thank you, brother. Beautiful. It would be better if they put it on this face, though. Good to see you tonight, brother. Why, thank you, Keith Roskadal. The Scribe, good evening. Thank you, brother. Mr. Corey Bader. Speaking of my brother. Oh, no way, buddy. He says, I love it. Thank you, D. Give that Hughes to Melody if she has a pile going. She absolutely does, my man, and I appreciate you being thoughtful. Thank you, brother. Paying that forward to the family. It is my pleasure to facilitate that. You betcha. And this is why, my dear friends, almost every day, I never apologize for the redundancy when I say that I am absolutely convinced that we have the best group of Gem Mint 10 human beings in the entire card hobby. And it is actions just like that. Thank you so damn much, Corey Bader. Legend. Those will be in your next JWV package there, Corey. And one good turn deserves another. So I'm going to sleeve and top load that up for Miss Melody. I would love to find some Kraken. Thank you, Laconic. Going to do a proper gift here. There you go, my man. Ask and you shall receive. Thank you again, Corey. All right, all right. Well, good evening, Dwayne Himes, another OG of the family, gracing us with his presence. Oh, yes, you do, Keith Roskadal. Absolutely right. I remember when it was Shucks back in the day. Long time ago. How are you, Dwayne Himes? Hope you're doing good there, my San Antonio hermano, and our favorite numismatic nurse. I cannot thank you enough for those beautiful, beautiful TikTok gifts. You legend, helping to keep this channel on the rails, one beautiful hat and mustache at a time. Allow me just a moment, folks. I'm going to refresh that shop real quick and see where we are at. So if you were just rolling in here tonight, my dear friends, good evening. And you are more than welcome to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com and check that shop if you want. Central Oregon. Gotcha, Mr. Laconic. I've actually spent a lot of time there myself. Shout out to, well, it's not Central, but Veneta, Oregon, which is right outside of Eugene. Do you know what's there by chance, Mr. Laconic? If you're an Oregonian, might not have to tell you. Alrighty, we are moving on, legends, to Mr. Cameron Cole. Snagging a spot in that hockey break. Oh, wow. Jumping right into the deep end of the pool, Mr. Cameron Cole. I cannot thank you enough, you absolute legend. Beautiful. Taking down a 24-25 Upper Deck ice hockey hobby box. Beautiful. If you would allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail there, folks. Let me grab that box, and I'll be right back.
Yeah!
I think Mrs. Junkwax is hiding this box from me. Oh, never mind. I just found it. I'm a silly goose.
Ooh, yeah!
We have this lovely product wall to my left that is separated by sport, and for some reason, this box was in the non-sport pile. Weird. Yeah, I think she's trying to keep me on my toes there, Cameron Cole. Mr. Roskadal says, do you cut your family's hair or your own? Just wondering. Obviously, I do not cut my own. The shoemaker's shoes are always holy, right? But yes, I do my whole family's hair. I do Mrs. Junkwax's hair, color and cut. And I do my son's, my mother's, my sister's. I do pretty much everybody in my family's hair. Yes, sir. But I do no longer work behind the chair. But I still have my license. I've always kept my license current. Mm-hmm. Yes, you do, Mr. Laconic. Beautiful. I was hoping you would say that, my man. Love me the Oregon Country Fair, my brother. I have been many, many, many times. Always a blast. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, Mr. Laconic. Beautiful. Alrighty, Mr. Cameron Cole. I am ridiculously excited to get into this beautiful hobby box, my brother. Good luck. Oh, I always forget they got that darn sticker. Mr. Crudster says Dalen is a Swiss Army knife. I would say more like an onion. You just got to peel back those layers. I'll see myself out. I can't even say that with a straight face. This is your first time buying hockey cards, Cameron Cole? No way, my dude. Well, you were jumping into the deep end of the pool, my man. This is a wonderful box. Oh, my Lanta. Mr. O'Boyle. Almost single-handedly taking down our second gift goal of the evening. I cannot thank you enough, Mr. O'Boyle.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
O'Boyle rules. Little pack 4 ectomy there for you, buddy. Good luck. Oh, yes, it is, Laconic. Yes, it is, my brother. I will never forget the first time I went. So much fun. We actually stayed for a whole week. And, now, mind you, my dear friends, this is back before October 6th, 2009. A lot of you know that I have been clean from hard substances since October 6th, 2009. But this was back in like 2005. And my son's mother and I went, and we were driving home to Spokane, Washington after being there for a whole week. And we decided to stop at Multnomah Falls. And I might have been hanging out with my friend Molly, if you know what I mean. And I was feeling real good. We'll put it that way. And I decided that I was going to hike to the top of Multnomah Falls, which is a decent hike. It's not short. We'll put it that way. And we did that. I swam at the top of the waterfall at Multnomah Falls. We hiked back down, but unfortunately we lost our caravan because we were caravanning with a bunch of people, and we blew a tire alone. So we lose our caravan because we hiked up Multnomah Falls, rolling balls, and then doing like 85 miles an hour on the freeway, and tire explodes. And it takes off like half of the side of the car with it. The siding, the strips that went around the wheels, all of it, strewn all over the highway. And the funnest part of this story, Cameron Cole, I sincerely appreciate your patience, pal. The funnest part of this story, at the Oregon Country Fair, you know what happens there, okay? We were sitting around a bonfire that was like 40 feet high. It was probably 15 feet in circumference, and you couldn't even get within 10 feet of it because it was so hot, okay? So we're sitting around this fire with hundreds of other people, and this random guy just walks up to us, starts talking to us, and he gives us this little, I don't even know what you call it. It's like a little container, basically. It's like a little trinket container. So you can open the lid, and inside there was a little bit of our buddy Mary Jane. We'll put it that way, okay? So I went to find that while we were at the Oregon Country Fair, and I couldn't find it. During the time that we're packing up our tent, we're looking for it. I'm looking through the grass because this guy gave us a really cool story on why he gave it to us. Well, I couldn't find it, and it broke my heart, and we ended up having to leave. Well, now fast forward, we hike up and down the waterfall, we blow the tire, and I grab my son's mother's purse to get the tape out of her purse because I was going to have to tape the car back together. And I grab her purse accidentally upside down. I spill her purse all over the freeway. And I look down in my most frustrated moment, and that little container is right there on the ground. Awesome. In that moment, I was like, you know what? It's all going to be okay. Thanks, universe. So yeah, crazy times there in Oregon. All right. Thank you, Cameron Cole. I appreciate you indulging me a story there, my brother. Starting out with the Ducks, Frank Vetrano, Drew Doughty, little double D, Noah Dobson, Matthew Kachuk for the Florida Panthers. Shout out to my buddy Doug. That's right, Mr. Laconic. You know it, brother. Joshua Waugh. Holy crapola. Acetate numbered to 25. Damn. That was worth the wait. Goodness gracious there, brother. Mr. Keith Roskadal says, I am thinking about going to barber school. You should. You should. Barbering is a wonderful career. And you get to talk to people all day, and you don't have to go to school too long. You can typically finish that up in about, or less than a year. So if you're thinking about it, what I would advise, my man, is go into your local barber school and just tell them that you are interested. And they'll do the rest because they want you to go to school there, right? Beautiful card to start there, Cameron Cole. That is a brand new 35-point Junk Wax Vintage top loader there for you, pal. Nice card there, buddy. Little filler. Thanks, Upper Deck. Marshall Refai. Andrei Sveshnikov. Kyle McLean for the Islanders on the Schmeckel. Ooh, how about a Nikita Shibrikov for the Jets on the Premier jersey? Beautiful. That is not numbered. Another little filler. Devin Cooley for the Calgary Flames. Nazem Kadri, back-to-back Flames. Troy Terry. Shout out to Trevor Taylor. That is Melody's PC, Mr. Jack Hughes. Dylan Strom. Oh, Chris, you are spot on, my brother. There is very few things that feel as nice as a fresh shave with a straight razor, my friend. Spot on that one. Rest in peace to Johnny Hockey. Sad day, but beautiful card. Not numbered on the purple. Another filler. Josh Doan for the Utah Hockey Club. Shout out to the Mammoth. That's right, Corey Bader. You know it, brother. Rest in peace to Johnny Hockey. Carter Verhaeghe for the Florida Panthers. Did I say that right? Dylan Larkin for the Red Wings. JT Miller. Mikko Rantanen for the Colorado Avalanche on the Schmeckel. Matthew Barzal on the Spice. The hat is very nice. Thank you, Daner. I love it, buddy. That is a fire. Beautiful. Sleeving that one up for you as well, my dude. Jack Thompson for the San Jose Sharks. Igor Sharangovich for the Calgary Flames. Thank you, Kyle Dana. I appreciate that, pal. Numismatic Nurse Tony says, dumb question, but are there team packs of cards? Oh, yes, there is, my friend. Absolutely. David Pasternak for the Bruins. Thank you so much, Cameron Cole. I appreciate that, brother. Lucas and the Locusts. Raymond. Kirill Kaprizov for Minnesota on a color match Schmeckel. Beautiful. And Frank Nazar. Check it out, brother. You got yourself a rip card here, buddy. Wow. That's the first one of these that we have pulled, my dude. I can hear it jingling around in there, too. Frozen in ice. That is sick. So, Cameron Cole, you can rip the back of this card open, pal. And there is something else inside. Could be a mini card. So it looks like right here inside this frozen ice card is numerous possibilities. Look for Ice Premier's minis, as well as numbered parallels. To discover what is inside, open the card using the perforated lines on the back. So, my friend, it is completely up to you. There is never any pressure. If you want me to send this to you, sealed, just like this, you can leave it up to yourself whether you want to open it or not. But if you want me to rip it for you, I will. It is completely up to you, brother. There is zero pressure. If you want me to hang on to it for a few days and you can think about it over the weekend and we can think about it again on Tuesday, I can do that too. So you let me know, brother. No sweat. For now, it's going to go in a 130-point top loader because this is thick with 4 Cs. Can y'all see that? That's a big old card. That is the very first one of those that we have pulled, buddy. How cool. All right, last card magic out of round number 1 is Colin Graff for the San Jose Sharks rookie. Very nice first round. And Corey Bader, I agree, my man. So if you decide to have me send this to you and you end up ripping it, you have to let us know what you find there, buddy. It's a rule. And that's what I'm hearing over here as well, Cameron Cole. Our buddy, Mr. Ryan Fife, says that's tough. He's a big rookie. Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you, Cameron Cole. Please do, my man. All right, round number 2 here, folks. Out of this wonderful hobby box. Little cuffing. No big deal. Congratulations there, buddy. That is a very, very cool card, Cameron Cole. We have only pulled a few rip cards in the history of this channel. Ooh, I see Elaine Hudson in here. Nice. All right, we started with Elias Peterson for those Vancouver Canucks. Mason Marchment paper for up the road in Dallas. Connor Bedard. There you go, brother. Beautiful. Oh, yes, we are, Cameron Cole, and I completely appreciate you doing that, brother. Thank you so damn much. Grateful to have you in the family, my alliterated brother. William Eklund for the San Jose Sharks on the Schmeckel. Articulates. Trevor Z. Grass. Quack, quack, quack. Mr. Ducksworth. That is a very, very cool card. Nice one, buddy. Little filler. Thanks, Upper Deck. Luca Del Belluz for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Shout out to Midwest Cards. Condre Miller. Austin Matthews. Kevin Korchinski for up there in the Chicago area. Vincent Trocek. Zach Ostapchuk on the Sub-Zero rookie for the Washington Senators, numbered to 699. That is gorgeous. Man, Upper Deck has the best designs on cards, I swear to gosh. Man, those are cool. Can you imagine if Topps made cards that look like that? Damn. Just leaving that one up for you, buddy. Another filler. And Cameron Cole says, Eklund, solid young guy. Nice. He says, Dalen, you need to react to Trevor Zegras' Michigan goal when he was a Duck, bro. You'll love it. I will have to check that out, my man. Thank you, Cameron Cole. I have a lot of catching up to do when it comes to hockey. Jack St. Ivani for the Penguins. Shout out to Bubba. Sebastian Aho. Anze Kopitar. Jeremy Swayman. So, folks, I actually went to my very first professional hockey game just a few months ago when I was up there in Boston with Timbo T. Wood and Malin Wood and Jerry Bailey cards. And we went to the Boston Garden, the new Boston Garden, anyway. And I did not know what a big deal Jeremy Swayman was. I must have counted over 100 people wearing Swayman jerseys there. Kind of crazy. Ooh. Shout out to Matchbox 20. We found some Rob Thomas on the Schmeckel. Ooh, speaking of Thomases, Akil Thomas. 788 out of 799 on the Acetate Premiers or Melody's Kings. Absolutely right there, Corey Bader. Why, thank you, Jake from State Farm. That was my first time being up there in Baston. Myself and Mrs. Junkwax are thinking about going in 2026. A Goose says, fun fact, Mason Marchment is now in Seattle. Oh, he's a Kraken? Beautiful, my man. I had no idea. Thank you, Goose. Like I said, I have a lot of catching up to do when it comes to hockey. But I appreciate the education, my man. Thank you so damn much. Happy to learn. Nikolai Kovalenko for Colorado. Sidney Crosby. Shout out to Bubba, his PC. Matt Boldy for Minnesota. Every time. Gotta be careful with Zach.
Giggity, giggity.
Nick Suzuki. Brendan Othman on the purple Schmeckel rookie for the New York Rangers. Not numbered, but very nice. We have another filler. You're doing really well in the filler department tonight, Cole. Cameron Cole. There's that Lane Hudson rookie for the Canadiens. Sleeving that one up for you too, pal, because I know he's kind of a big deal. We actually found a Lane Hudson autograph not too long ago. Beautiful. Marcello Van Rie. Oh, my man, it happens to the best of us, my brother. No sweat. This is Upper Deck Ice Hockey Hobby Box. Mitch Marner for the Maple Leafs. How about some more alliteration there for you, Cameron Cole? Travis Konechny for the Philly Flyers. Uriah Faber's uncle, Brock. Just kidding. Gage Goncalves for Tampa Bay on the Schmeckel. Another Articulates, Zach Ostapchuk, rookie for the Ottawa Senators. And how I know that is because when I went up there to Boston, the Bruins were playing the Ottawa Senators. That is the game I got to see. And we ripped a box while we were there. Just a Skybox Metal Hockey Blaster Box. And we ended up finding a steel Connor Bedard rookie that was worth like $500. What a cool rip. At the hockey game, no less. And last but not least, Akil Thomas for the Kings on the rookie. There you go, my friend. And we have 2 beautiful packs left. Let me square away all these fillers. We are filler rich. There's so many of them. Goodness gracious. All right, good luck, Cameron Cole. Absolutely right, Chris. The only way to rip is at an event. Like an event like this one. What's up there, WVB Dub? Welcome back, my man. Happy FriYAY night. Hope you had a wonderful day, my dude. Riley, did we have good seats at the game? We did. We actually had box seats, thanks to Timbo T. Wood. That was pretty sweet. I'll tell you what, folks, if you're going to go to a game at the Garden, that's the way to do it. It's pretty damn cool. All right, good luck there, Cameron Cole. Jared McCann for my Seattle Kraken. Is he a McCann or a McCant? Looks like a McCann to me. Philip Forsberg for the Nashville Predators. Shout out to our buddy, Mr. Rob Richardson. Ron Ekblad for Florida. Ethan Del Mastro for up there in the Chicago area on the Green Schmeckel rookie. Brad Marchand for those Boston Bruins. Purple Schmeckel. Another filler. Graham Clark, rookie for the Jersey Devils. Adam Fantilli. Fantilli Lace. Leon Draisaitl for Edmonton. Alexis is on fire Lafreniere. Bradley Nadeau on your Green Schmeckel rookie for the Hurricanes. Aku Arati, numbered to 199 for the Utah Mammoth. Beautiful. On the Green Acetate Premier's Parallel. Sleeving that one up for you as well, my man. And they have one filler and one more card, and it is Georgi Romanov for the San Jose Sharks rookie goaltender. Very nice. Why, thank you, Andrew. I appreciate the positivity there, pal. Good evening, buddy. Mr. Cameron Cole. Heck of a box there for you, pal. Congratulations on your Frozen in Ice. Your Joshua Waugh, numbered to 25. And I'm going to sleeve and top load all the other stuff here as we speak. And then we'll do a quick little recap of everything we just found in that box. You are very, very welcome, Cameron Cole. All thanks go to you, my friend. Last one. All right, my man. We had the Zach Ostapchuk to $6.99, $5.19 out of $6.99, rookie for the Senators. Nikita Shibrikov on the Premier jersey for the Jets. Mr. Matthew Barzal on the SP Ice, some spice. Aku Arati to 99 for Utah. The other Premier. So you got a green one and a silver one. One numbered to 199, one numbered to 799. And last but not least is that Frozen in Ice rip card. Again, brother, that is so damn cool. And last but not least is that Joshua Waugh on the Premiers. You got the gold number to 25, the green to 199, and the silver to 799. Those Premiers are pretty damn cool, especially that Joshua Waugh. Mr. Pop T, good evening. Welcome back, my man. He says, I missed what that was. They are nice looking cards. What were they? So those are 24-25 Upper Deck Ice Hockey, and that is a hobby box. Thank you for asking there, Pop T. All right, legends, if you would allow me just a moment for a spot of housekeeping. And by the way there, Cameron Cole, I will put that in a 200-point top loader after the show tonight. I do have one that'll fit that. Let me put your name on that one real quick there, my alliterated brother. And all of those beautiful cards and more will be in your next juicy JWV package there, Cameron Cole. Hey, right back at you, my good man. Shout out to you and your family as well, my brother. And speaking of family, we are very grateful that you're in this one, my friend. All righty. Let's refresh that shop real quick, legends, and see where we're at. Thank you again, Cameron Cole. That was a wonderful box, buddy. And thank you for giving the family some eye candy tonight, my man. Alrighty, Mr. Trevor Holt, I do see that grading up there, my brother. Thank you so damn much. Outstanding. I will take care of that Tim Salmon for you, buddy. Beautiful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my friends, my family. We are even in the shop. We got nothing. So, we have been here for 3 hours of quality family time on this absolutely fantastic FriYAY. If you would like to rip something down from junkwaxvintage.com, you are absolutely invited to do so. There is never any pressure. But if you want to keep ripping tonight, my dear friends, I would love to. But if you want to call it a night tonight, that's okay too. No sweat. You are very welcome, Trevor Holt. Thank you, brother. Excited to see how that one comes back, buddy. And I am almost through another spicy water. And by the way, I need to give credit where credit is due. Mr. O'Boyle, I cannot thank you enough for taking down that gift goal one more time, you absolute legend. Hey, what's up there, Sarge? Mr. Bryant, gracing us with his presence this evening. Excellent to see another fellow veteran in the house. How was your FriYAY there, brother? Strictly Fire, long time no see, my dude. Hope you're having a wonderful FriYAY. There's Mr. Andy Gain, my fellow Washingtonian. We got a little rush of OGs coming in the house. Good to see you tonight, my dear friends. Happy FriYAY. Big hugs and firm handshakes all around. How you doing there, Strictly Fire? Has been a while, my brother. Not throwing shade, just happy to see you, my friend, to be very clear. Let's bust into one more spicy water, shall we? Cheers, my friends. Yes! Nothing but bag. Shout out to our buddy Johnny Utah, who snagged me this sweet little handy-dandy mini fridge down here. I would not have cold, spicy water without old Brandon Franz. Excuse me. Mr. O'Boyle says, glad to contribute to an awesome JWV break. Cannot thank you enough, my man. Mr. Strictly Fire says, I'm doing. Been a busy couple of weeks at work and getting into the full swing of whatnot sales and breaks. Nice, buddy. Well, good luck with all that. I definitely know how that goes. You have all the empathy, my friend. So speaking of that, ladies and gentlemen, just a friendly reminder, we will be live tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, same junk time, same junk channel on eBay Live. And I am so stoked, hopefully, to see each and every one of you there as well. We have some absolutely amazing stuff that we're going to auction off. I'm excited to give out some steals and deals. We had an absolutely wonderful show last Saturday, and I think we're going to top it tomorrow night. Calling it right meow. Welcome back there, Kells. And I do see that we have a new order up there at junkwaxvintage.com. Let's check her out. My favorite tiger bait, Mr. Battaglia. Thank you so much, my brother. We are jumping back into some more 1990 Upper Deck. Let's see if we can't find you that sweet, sweet Ken Griffey Jr., my man. I love the positivity, Strictly Fire. Beautiful, my man. I respect it, and I hope it gets better and better and better for you, brother. Just keep rolling. I have all the faith. You're a good person, and that's half the battle right there. And I just smacked you with a follow there, brother. I can't believe I didn't follow you already. Sorry about that, pal. All right, legends, if you would allow me just a moment, I'm going to jump up there and grab a few packs of 1990 Upper Deck. I'll be right back.
Ooh, yeah!
Mr. Battaglia. Let's go junior hunting, shall we? Pack number 4 to the side. That would be amazing, Strictly Fire. So, my man, it is wonderful to see you back. Have a magnificent remainder of your evening. If you want, before you leave, brother, if you go to my TikTok profile, you know how it works. There's a link tree on there. Tap that link tree. On our link tree, the very first button will take you right to our eBay shop. Hope to see you tomorrow night, my good man. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, brother. Mr. Cameron Cole, thank you for hanging out here tonight, you absolute legend. We will see you tomorrow night, hopefully over there on eBay. Hey, same to you there, Bryant. I had a wonderful Veterans Day, my man. It was awesome. I worked all day. But I get to do what I love to do, my man. So it's not like work, some of it anyway. Have a wonderful night, Strictly Fire. Great to see you again, brother. We'll see you again soon, I hope. And keep up the good work over there, buddy. Mr. O'Boyle, trying to speak into existence a Reggie Jackson auto. Ooh, buddy. Can you imagine? Devin Clark, thank you for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. Excellent to see you tonight, you handsome son of a gun. Shout out to you and Swanee. Another couple of OGs of the family. Brent, you as well. But all I do is cards too, so it's pretty much not work. I feel you on that one, my man. You know, it's not so much the cards themselves. It is the packing, sorting, shipping, pricing, taxes, etc. You know, that can become work. But at the end of the day, I get to remind myself that I get to do something that I love to do, right? I've worked a lot of jobs in my life. I have done so many different things, my friends. I think it's important, you know, to go out there and try a whole bunch of things and find out what you love and what you don't. And anytime that I have a tough day doing this, I always harken back to when I was a logger. The most difficult job I have ever done in my entire life. That and the summer that I worked for the Department of Natural Resources, digging fire lines. That is brutal. One of the most difficult things I've ever done in my life. So whenever I have a tough day doing this, I just harken back to that. And this is not that, right? Corey Bader says there is a ton of busy work selling cards and running an incredible and hobby-leading show. Oh, my man. Thank you. I love you, Corey. You're right, my man. You're right. There is. And as we progress, you know, as we buy all these collections and go live over there on eBay Live, it just gives us some more stuff to do, you know, and more stuff to learn. So I cannot thank each and every one of you enough that have already joined us over there on eBay Live. If you like what you see over there, my friends, just wait, because it's only going to get better as myself and Mrs. Junk Wax move forward. And that goes for this whole channel. If you like what you see here, my dear friends, little sneak peek, myself and Mrs. Junk Wax are thinking about making a new overlay. So you all see over here on Twitch how we have the blue border and all that good stuff. We have had the same overlay for the last 3 years or so. I think it's about time to switch it up. So we were actually just talking about that today. Mr. Bryant, cards or deployments? I'll take the sports cards and I'm grateful for it. That's right, brother. But what if we could get TDY pay? If we could mix the two? All right, Mr. Tiger Bait, Mr. Battaglia, I appreciate your patience, brother. Let's go. Starting out with a bodacious Bostonian, old Johnny Dobson. Old Steve Finley with a very cold upper lip, chucking some lumber for Uncle Moosey's Orioles. Oh, shout out to Mr. Peaks, his cousin, Mr. Jeff King. Guillermo Hernandez with that luscious lip curtain. Brady Anderson. Carney Lansford with those stunna shades. Steve Cotta. Bobby Bonilla Day for the Pirates. Just looking happy to be there. Absolutely right, Mr. O'Boyle. Thank you, brother. How about the WKRP and Cincinnati Reds on the holo? I believe that is Michael Scott from Dunder Mifflin. And we actually have a Mike Scott collector here in the family. If I remember right, I think it was Mr. Sullins, Brent, but I could be wrong. If our Michael Scott collectors here in the family, let me know. Somebody bang a trash can for those Astros. I will absolutely let you know, Nurse Tony. Thank you, buddy. Jose Cano, back-to-back Stros, back-to-bash trash can bangers. Devon White for the Angels. The Canadian sensation, but playing for the Mets, Mr. Gary Cotta. Randy, always ready for those fighting Phillies.
I'd like to have a go around with that Philly.
Catcher extraordinaire for my Seattle Mariners. Before there was the big dumper, there was old Dave Valley. Another trolley dodger. Shout out to Mr. Koba, who left us this evening. Hamilton. A lot of you know that myself and Mrs. Junkwax have been knee-deep in Hamilton for the last month or so. Mrs. Junkwax is on a Hamilton kick. Yesy Hockey, good evening, legend. Wonderful to see my crazy Cleveland fan this evening. How was your day there, Yesy? Alan Trammell, Motor City Kitties legend. Checklist. Big John Kruk, another fighting Philly. He is looking pretty skinny compared to where he is now. But hey, Father Time comes for us all. A Lance in the streets, but a Larry in the sheets. The Best Kid says, did you see Bo declined a contract from the Blue Jays? Boba Fett? Ooh, that's interesting. Jerry Reed, little tongue action for my Seattle Mariners. Ah, gotcha, Yesy Hockey. Well, you will have to let me know how that goes, my man. Cecil Espy. Joel Skinner for your Cleveland Indians. Shout out to Chief Wahoo there, Yesy Hockey. Perfect timing, my man. We have a Pinstripes holo. Gotta love the old Pinstripes logos. Mr. Robin Yount stroking some lumber on the Collector's Choice for the Brew Crew. Jose Offerman for the Trolley Dodgers, rookie. Double Barrel D. White Evans for the Bo Sox. Kells, welcome back, my friend. Rick Honeycutt, looking cold as ice, signing some autographs. Mr. Anderson. Gary Gaetti from Minnesota. Rick Cerrone, looking like he just smelled something funny for Baston. Gotta love the backwards. Oh, how about the Walrus? The luscious lip curtain of Mr. Dougie Jones that we have seen multiple times tonight. Excellent. Jose Gonzalez. Old Bob Kipper. Folks, if you can't nip her, and you can't nep her, and you can't sell her, and you can't widen her, and you know damn well you can't Stottlemyre, and no matter how many times you've asked nicely, she won't let you glebe her in the Torres, you can always just kip her with old Bob Kipper. I'll have to read more into that there, the Best Kid. That's interesting. Bryn Smith for those now defunct Expos. And I'll tell you what, folks, it is not very often you saw Bryn Smith batting. Nice. That's a cool card. Dougie Fresh DeScenzo. The Iron Man. Old Blue Eyes, Cal Ripken Jr. for Uncle Moosey's Orioles. Todd McFarlane's brother Mikey. Just kidding. Double D. Danny Darwin. We have a Cubbies holo. Shout out to our buddy Mr. Josh Fish. I love how they made those holos like movable. Those are so damn neat. Shout out to 1990 Upper Deck. Dean Palmer, rookie for our Texas Rangers, getting a little seventh inning stretch. Julio Franco with that extremely unique batting stance for my Texas Rangers. Some more backwards. My only gripe about 1990 Upper Deck. Mickey Tettleton. Checklist. Walt Terrell with another luscious lip curtain for the Yankees. Junk Wax legend, Mr. Wally Joyner. So, fun fact, my friends. I actually saw a video about how 1989 Upper Deck was created. It was amazing. And I didn't know that Wally Joyner actually worked for Upper Deck at one time. So cool. And Wally Joyner is actually one of the reasons that we saw 1989 Upper Deck and that infamous Ken Griffey Jr. card. Tim Belcher. Mr. Hobby Nook Nate. Welcome back, Nate the Great. Jay Howell for the Trolley Dodgers. Sammy Sosa rookie. A much more pigmented Sammy Sosa. That's right, Nate. Shout out to Wally. I am going to sleeve that Sammy Sosa rookie for you there, buddy. Curtis Ford for the Fightin' Phillies. Froworth, back-to-back Fightin' Phillies. Jorge Bell for the Blue Jays. Jose Uribe for the Gigantes. Shout out to Tuna. Back-to-back Gigantes. Back-to-back shout-outs to Tuna. Dwight Schrute Smith for the Cubbies. Oh, hell yeah. How about my Seattle Mariners? On the holo. Very cool. Putting on the Kevin Ritz, rookie for the Motor City Kitties. I believe that is Big Joe Cotta. Shout out to Chief Wahoo. One more shout out to old Yesy Hockey. I see you, Nate the Great. Excellent to have you tonight, my brother. Brett Bunt Butler, and I believe that is an Alomar, resting on his laurels. Wally, almost on the back. Man. Coach extraordinaire. Darren Jackson for the Padres. Mr. and Mrs. Murphy's boy. And check out the old school laptop. So good. Oh, that is amazing. And perennial all-star pitcher, Mr. Chris Bosio. Last but not least. I totally agree, Nate the Great. Wax Trash Treasures, thank you for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. Welcome. So, my dear friends, as always, if it is your very first time tuning in tonight, welcome to the family. My name is Dalen, also known as Junk Wax Vintage, and you can find me here almost every single day, starting and ending your days the right way, with that daily dose of positivity, some sweet, sweet trading cards, a healthy dose of camaraderie, and always just a couple laughs. And if you are new here tonight, folks, if you want to come over here and join us on Twitch or YouTube, you are more than welcome to do so. And if you want to participate tonight, all you have to do is head on over to junkwaxvintage.com. That is where you find everything having to do with this channel. All right, Mr. Battaglia, my favorite tiger bait. Last pack magic, my man.
One down, one to go.
I could not agree more there, Corey Bader. Thank you, brother. I love the positivity. Thank you, Bryant. Oh, you know it, Nate the Great. Shout out to that spicy Walter. Cheers, my brother. Man, I love that spicy Walter. All right, last pack magic for you, Jake. Mickey Tettleton. Kent always smoking that herb. Eck. Kent Herbeck. Rick Cerrone, so nice, we got him twice. Take Robbie Thompson. Take my best friend, Bo. Shout out to Tim McGraw, little Robbie Thompson. Tony Fernandez, looking deep in thought. Jose Vizcaíno, shout out to that Colombian marching powder for the Trolley Dodgers. I don't like it, I just like the way it smells. Jim has got to grow a mustache. How about the old school Pirates logo on the hollow? Speaking of luscious lip curtains, kind of hard to see it, but he's got one too. You got some cool hollows here, brother. I agree, Chris. You're absolutely right. See you, Nate. That's right, brother. That's right. Puff, puff, give. Puff, puff, give. Screwing up the rotation. The commander, Mr. Carlton Fisk. And I am glad you did, Bryant. Joel Skinner. Shout out to Chief Wahoo one more time. Shout out to Yessie Hockey. Rafael Belliard, who I believe was on that 1995 World Series winning Braves team. Somebody correct me if I was wrong. Eddie Williams for the White Sox, looking baseball ready with those sweet flip-up glasses. Tim Cruz. Joey Cora, another former Seattle Mariner. A whiff, immortalized possibly. Will the Thrill Clark, not very often you see him smiling. Beautiful. And last but not least, for the Pirates, doing acrobatics, old Jay Bell. Excellent. Well, Mr. Battaglia, I am so sorry we still have not found you a Ken Griffey Jr. in here, gosh dang it, buddy. But there is still a whole lot more to go. So thank you as always, Mr. Battaglia. And ladies and gentlemen, that might just be the last family rip of this Fantastic FriYAY. I'm going to refresh that shop real quick and make sure we're not missing anything. I love it. Thank you, Bryant. You know, we work together, Nate. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so damn much. You know, in my humble opinion, man, there is plenty of eyes to go around. You know, it kind of bothers me when people get kind of negatively competitive. You know what I mean? We don't do that here. So happy to support him just the way he supports us. Love me some Sarge. Thank you to Bryant. Pop Pop T says Rafael Belliard was on the 1995 Braves. I appreciate the vouch, my brother. Sincerely appreciate that. Mr. Victor Lopez, if you're taking off tonight, my friend, have a magnificent remainder of your evening. We will see you tomorrow night on eBay, my brother. Let me put Mr. Batalia's name on these little bad boys real quick. The best kid says, Dalen Wemby just dunked on Draymond Green. Woo, I bet he was stoked about that. Yikes. Was he standing? Mr. Peaks, are you still here, buddy? Thank you again, my favorite tiger bait. That will be in your next JWV package, my brother. We have had so many beautiful family rips tonight, my dear friends. Thank you so damn much for utilizing junkwaxvintage.com and let me rip through this stuff with you. As I say almost every day, I know that we have a lot of different personalities, a lot of different upbringings. I know a lot of us are very different, right? But there's one thing that I think we can all agree on, and that is the fact that it's always fun to rip into packs. But in my humble opinion, it's just a little bit more fun to rip into packs with 50 to 100 of your best friends, and that is what we do here almost every single day. And I would not be able to do any of this without each and every one of you. So I give it up to you every single day, my dear friends. I cannot thank you enough for putting me in a position that I never in a million years thought that I would be in. And together, we're going to take this thing to the moon. So, hey, what's up there, Kirk Woa? Legend alert. Good to see you tonight, my brother. How is my favorite former fellow Washingtonian doing on this happy Friday? So I am going to refresh that shop one more time. I believe we are current, my dear friends. It has been 3 hours and 22 minutes of quality family time on this fantastic Friday. Big hugs, firm handshakes all around, much love and respect. I sincerely hope that I get to see you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. over there on eBay. And we're going to bring this down just a little bit because you get to listen to a sweet, sweet outro jingle. Mr. Kyle Dana, it is wonderful to have you, my favorite crudster. Oh, it will go up tomorrow night, my man. Just give me a reminder. Tomorrow night, I'll make that happen for you, Kyle. My pleasure. The best kid, have a wonderful night. Thank you for hanging out here, buddy. Good night, Mr. O'Boyle. Mr. Kirk Woa says, and we can agree Ken Griffey Jr. was the true natural GOAT. No complaints out of me, my man. Absolutely right. Bryant, thank you for popping in here tonight, you handsome son of a gun. I appreciate you, buddy. Yesy Hockey says, I'm going to miss tomorrow, headed to a theater for the UFC card. Ooh, peanut butter and jealous. I hope it goes well as well, my brother. Thank you so damn much. But enjoy those fights, Yesy Hockey. And we'll probably see you back here on Tuesday morning at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks for hanging out, my dude. Enjoy that outro jingle, my dear friends. Have a wonderful remainder of your evening. And as always, until I see you again, please be good to yourselves, be good to the people around you, and practice the heck out of that golden rule and that attitude of gratitude. And we'll see you soon. Smoochies! And thank you for another awesome night. Thank you, Pop Pop T. Enjoy that outro jingle, legends. Thank you again. Good night. The Stroop!
The lights have dimmed and the packs are all torn. We pull the heat from the night till the morn. Mrs. Junk Wax packed it up, Sawyer kept it fun, and the JWV family got it done. From Batterina breaks to cards we adore, we shared the laughs and we pulled even more. Spicy water was flowing, the vibes were just right. That was another legendary FriYAY Night Lights. But don't you worry, we're not gone too long. We'll be back tomorrow night where the legends belong. Saturday night, 8 p.m. Central Time. Another round of rips, another round of shine. Oh, it was FriYAY, FriYAY. side. Thanks for joining our Friday Night Lights.
Did we miss Baywatch?
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
When I was tasting you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all.
And I'm inviting you to come see me and to get it straightened out all in one night, yeah.
Oh, my.
After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob.
Oh, wow.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Come on, Craig. Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
I've been arrogant, and I apologize.
I am humble in general.
Oh, my God. I've got the style and profile like never before. Let me go on record as telling the whole world to be the man. You gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, I got that Ric Flair. Woo! I got that Ric Flair.
Come on, Craig.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. It just never gets old, gosh dang it. I love it so damn much. You legends hanging in here till the very, very end. As always, thank you so much for another absolutely fantastic Friday nights here with the family. You already know this absolutely magnificent morning show and this very special, fantastic Friday Night Lights absolutely deserves.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Ooh, yeah.
You can take me, but you cannot take my bunghole. For I have no bunghole. I am the great Cornholio.
Get that corn out of my face.
Emotional damage.
Dumbass.
All right, legends. Mr. David Whitty from Alabama. Good to see you tonight, OG. Sorry you missed me tonight, my brother. I'm on my way out. But as always, I cannot thank each and every one of you enough. Big hugs, firm handshakes all around. Have a wonderful remainder of your evening, and we'll see you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on eBay Live. And feel free to go hit that link that is on my TikTok and Twitch profile. There is a link tree. On that link tree, the very first button says eBay Live. So if you click that button, it'll take you right over to the eBay shop, and you can bookmark that show for tomorrow night. Full transparency, folks, it does very much help us out if you just bookmark that show. If you save the show, it tells the eBay algorithm that there is people that want to watch our show, so it helps to push our show to the top of these search results. So we really appreciate it when you do that, fam damly. Sleep tight, and we'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Good night.